Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Babies with Knives. Today we're going to be playing Era Survival with Ed Jowett, the creator, above me. Hey, Ed.
Hi, everyone.
And I'm your host, Alice Peng, aka Lala Twiddle on the boards. And today I'm going to be playing Jewel Marquis, and she is an entertainer and a bit of a pyromaniac. And I came from one of the few civilizations left in this post-apocalyptic world. And below me is Brandon Powers, my co-host. Hey, Brandon.
Howdy, howdy. I'm going to be playing Jack Robertson. I'm a small-town mechanic that decided he got bored with being a small-town mechanic. He was worth bigger and better things, so he started exploring the big wide world and taking on odd jobs, trying to make do, and kind of is the one that brought this team all together.
Awesome.
Leader by default.
Leader by default. And in the next column, we have at the top Pex, aka John Barnhouse. Hey, Pex.
Howdy, I am playing Keith McKimmy.
Ooh.
Ross.
We lost him there, I think. Keith McKimmy is the medic of the group. He is a member of the White Cross, which I think is what Pex was trying to say.
Okay.
And the White Cross is an organization that sends medics out across the world to try and keep as many people alive as possible.
Cool. Pex is going to keep us alive. That sounds awesome. And below him is our friend Kevin Scarth. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, everyone. Today I will be playing Thud Icarus, who's an ex-enforcer in the city. I'm not sure. There's some other ex-city people. I'm not sure if he knows them. This is a tradition for my home game. When the miniseries gets picked up, he will be played by Vinnie Jones.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, I can see that.
And below him, we have Zach Glazer. Hey, Zach.
Hi, my name is Zach Glazer. I work with Frog God Games, but I'm here actually to help people and make them the day better. So that's what I could tell from reading through the book. My character's name is Eliza, and she's a florist.
A florist.
She's a florist.
She's sort of mysterious, but she has a tendency towards, when she steps on a small bug, she really steps on them hard and kind of grinds them in real deep. And she throws things at small animals. She has a little ticks like that. But she's well armed and sleeps real deep.
Sounds interesting. I think that I don't want to cross you, Zach.
What, you hate florists?
No. I just don't want to be the bug at the bottom of that shoe.
Well, don't be that.
Cool.
All right, that's easy.
Well,
if that bug had not done what Eliza told it not to do, it would not have been squished.
Exactly. It had it coming.
Well, Ed, why don't you take us away?
Sure. So, very briefly about the world, you can find a lot about it on our website, which I'm sure will be in links and some such, because Lala's fantastic at doing all that stuff. 100 years ago, a cataclysm happened, and an infection spread throughout the world. No one really knows where it came from. It was, as I say, infectious. It was airborne, and it would affect anything that was warm-blooded at all. So, birds, mammals were both affected, whereas lizards and fish were not. This infection, which actually is a parasite, had issues... words. This infection, which actually is a parasite, spread across the world very quickly, and despite all efforts of humanity, 100 years later, there are infected running around, there are very few humans left, and the small number of humans left have splintered into 14 different factions, each of which has a very different idea of how to survive the post-apocalypse. So from your raider-tastic kind of Mad Max people who go around eating other people and stealing everything that isn't nailed down from anyone who happens to travel, to your scientists who hide in a bunker, or even your practical survivalists who burn everything in their region to make sure the infection can't get inside. In this world, you 5 are Vault Hunters. And Vault Hunters are a group of individuals who choose to go around seeking bunkers, sort of continuity of government bunkers from before the Cataclysm. If you could actually find a bunker, you would be rich beyond your wildest dreams. So obviously you haven't done that yet. One of the places you could sell the contents of the bunker to, for example, would be City. And they would very happily pay for all of those weapons and keep you very nice and safe and happy for the rest of your lives. However, as I'm sure you can imagine, the world is relatively large. The number of bunkers is relatively small. So odd jobs tend to sort of make up part of your daily life.
Okay.
Relating to your karma, shockingly. If you're good, you get a good card. That means a good thing happens to you. Awesome. If you're evil karma, you get an evil karma card, and that means a bad thing will happen to you, but if you overcome it, you'll get a benefit. Finally, there is Jewel, who has no karma at all. She is neutral, and she gets what we refer to as Jack of all trades points, which means all you need to do, Lala, is just tell me, I'd like to put some points into this skill, and you'll have those skill points for 2 hours, at which point they'll return and you can spend them elsewhere. But remember, once they're spent, they're stuck there for 2 hours.
Awesome.
That is 2 hours of game time, not
Yep.
not necessarily of real time.
Yep. That's fine with me.
So, I'm pulling up my notes. Right, your mission, I should say, during this session, it is in aid of our Kickstarter, which is probably running by the time this comes out. And I'm going to therefore be touching on things that feature in a couple of the new expansions. Specifically, Encounters en Route will feature fairly prominently, and also the Citizens of Aqua sourcebook will feature quite prominently. But that's not going to be a surprise for very long, because I'm about to tell you what you're going to be doing. As I said a little earlier, Vault Hunters can't spend all their time hunting for vaults because there aren't enough vaults out there. Or at least it takes a while to sort of gather the intelligence you need in an area. So what you've done is Jack has managed to find you a different job that actually promises to pay really quite well. What you're going to do is you're going to take a raider, Lucy DeHannis. She wants to escape her husband, Galileo. Galileo is actually the leader of a raider band. So she wants to escape from him. And you guys are tasked with taking her to the only place where she can truly be safe, which is Aqua. Now, Aqua is a city that is actually in the ocean, way off to the west. So you have to take her to the coast and put her on board an Aqua ship. You will be paid on delivery to that ship. Negotiations happened already, and she'll be accepted despite Aqua having very strict immigration policies. Generally, they don't let anyone on board, but Jack has been assured to his level of satisfaction that she'll be taken and you guys will be paid once you get there, and then you can figure out your next move. This is enough to keep you going for months, so it's well worth the trip.
I love nice to have connections.
Oh yeah, it's great. The job, guys, it's all gonna be fine. I swear. We've got to hook up with Aqua. We're gonna drop her off. We're gonna get paid. I've heard there's some good vaults out there, so let's get it going. Everybody, pick up what you need, and we're gonna rock this one.
Oh, I love anyone else remember the last time that Jack said it was all gonna be okay, and we all I think I still have a scar on my arm.
No. This one checks out. Everything's above board. Cakewalk. Easy. Milk run.
Do you get points for not believing you? Or okay.
No such thing as a milk run.
That's a trivial action. You don't need to roll for that.
Okay. Well, I can declare it then.
Oh,
I totally don't believe you. But, however, I'm here for
doing it anyway.
I'm here for the flowers. So let's go.
Eliza, actually, I would appreciate it if you would roll me. Ooh, 1 second. Let's have a quick look at your sheet.
You want,
roll me a commercial and intelligence. So what you're going to do is you're going to count up the number of dots in those two things. It'll nearly always be an attribute on the left-hand side and skill on the right-hand side. Commercial is bottom left, right at the bottom left of the skills, interaction. Intelligence is top center of the attributes.
Okay, so I got, can I just say I have 1 in intelligence but 3 ticks and 1 in commercial? Is that?
No, that's actually 3 in intelligence and 1 in commercial.
Okay. Gotcha.
The 1 is purely around leveling up. That's all it's for.
Okay, just making sure.
So you're going to roll 4 dice, and you're looking for, in this case, a 7 or better on any dice.
And this is which dice? The D20?
D10s.
D10s.
It's like
Okay.
White Wolf.
Everything's D10.
Okay, gotcha. Which I know nothing about White Wolf, so that's good news. It's not.
It's not like White Wolf. It's like Era D10.
Sure, it's Era
There you go.
D10.
You're D10. That's
Not
the
like
spirit. I
anything
like
else.
it. I'm going to use that from now on because that's the first time I did it. Like, this reminds me, this is awesome. All right. All right, so on the intellect, I added to the dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
In check, I passed. I got 9. And
So you roll 4 dice, right?
yeah, I got, you add them together? Okay, gotcha.
No, you have 4 dice,
7
and
or
each
better.
die you want 7 or better.
Yeah.
On each one. Okay,
Yep.
the first one I did, the second one I did not. Third one I did, and the fourth one I did not.
Okay, and no 10s, right?
No, 110. 110.
110. So
Second
10s give you a bonus dice.
Okay.
So you got 2 successes so far, and you might get a
3
bonus.
successes now.
3. Okay, 3 successes. Awesome. So, interestingly, by some amazing coincidence, being a florist and all, you've just received some information that Lucy DeHannis is in fact the subject of a bounty. She's wanted alive by shock horror Galileo. Okay.
I will keep
Keep that
that.
to yourself. Yep. Yep. But the reward is handsome, but not as handsome as what you're getting for transporting her, I would say.
Money's not everything, man.
That is true. There's integrity apparently. Apparently, I hear.
Heroism, yeah.
So it's going to be a 3-day journey.
Okay.
It's not it's not a very short distance to the coast, but it's not going to be too long. So you are going to have to supply up. So you're going to get a decent supply of injection. Excuse me. You're going to get a decent supply of injection. Now, this is a slight misnomer because injection is actually a tablet that you take. As long as you take it once a day and you're not unduly exposed to infection, you're going to survive, at travel and just in the world of Gaia. If you were to not take it, you would gradually become infected. Also, if you should happen to, say, be bitten by an infected or something, you can take a large overdose of injection, and if you catch it quick enough, you can fight off that infection and return to normal. The longer you leave it, the more risky it is, and then after a while, it has no effect.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any effect to overdose if you're not bitten?
Yes,
Okay.
you die.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't recommend it.
That was my guess, but okay. You spike drink.
Overdoses are bad. They can kill you.
Okay, that's what I was curious about. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Does my medical kit play into the infection at all, or no?
Not particularly. Your medical kit. So in this setting, you are not allowed to use your medicine skill unless you have bandages or a med kit or various things like that. I believe only Jack and Keith have anything that allows them to practice medicine. Keith, your medical kit basically gives you access to all kinds of things, including antibiotics, various other bits and pieces. You're a fully equipped White Cross medic.
I just want to clarify something. My sense of entitlement allows me to practice everything.
Obviously, but you only have the equipment to bandage things. So you might need to entitle yourself to Keith's medkit.
Stay away from floors. Floors are bad. We're
The
killed.
worst case is I can cut it off with my combat knife.
Yeah, better.
Hey Doc, you got some connections for us to get some extra injection? Doc?
It's freely given by the White Cross. You can pretty much go you can pretty much go out and just get as
Okay.
much as you like within reason. You know.
Suckers. All right, cool.
I'll try not to burn it up this time. It was an accident last time. And sorry about
Sounds
your
accidental.
sleeping bag, Jack. I swear it was an accident.
I plan on sleeping pretty well this time, so don't light anything on fire with us in it. That's the rule, okay?
That's a big
That
ask.
should be rule number one.
You wouldn't
Is that
wake
the
up
rule
and there were
now?
zombies coming. I mean, what else was I supposed to do? You wouldn't wake up.
Aim at the zombies.
You wouldn't wake up. Make a note of that, because actually that ties in. All right.
I love. Well, we should get going.
I'm following you.
Awesome.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll gather.
All
you
right,
know,
so we've
gear.
got our dose of our supply of injection.
Yeah. Lucy herself will actually bring you some food. So you know she's relatively tough. Yeah, she's relatively tough. You know, she knows what she's doing. She's been a raider for several years. Her claim is that she never wanted to be and she was forced into it, and now she's escaped and she just wants to get away from that. But
How's she
you know
dressed?
she can handle herself.
How is she dressed, or equipped or dressed?
She's equipped not that dissimilarly to you, Eliza. She's got a handgun instead of a rifle, but otherwise relatively similar.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody's innocent. Nobody's in here because they did a crime.
Yeah, nobody. Yeah.
Hey, love. What's got your little hubby there so angry with you?
I left. He
That's it?
didn't want me to leave.
With money to pay us.
That's a salient point.
If I happened to be carrying, you know, a fair supply of money when I decided that it was no longer going to work out, then that's just a happy coincidence, surely.
I'm with you, and I support my 6 ex-wives that did the same thing to me. Sooner or later, we gotta cut ties. Now let's cut ties here and get to Aqua.
The prophecy of whim.
Yeah, let's get to Aqua. I want to get paid.
Okay, so you guys, you're gonna head out, and you're at a town called Broadstroke, which is actually in a ravine. You're gonna have to exit the ravine and walk along the road. There's a fairly direct road to the coast, so you don't need to cut, you know, through anything too dangerous. Yep.
Are the roads safe? And do we know that? I'm getting a bad feeling already.
Well, and as we're leaving, Jack's always like kind of looking around,
have
a
my
little
cut
bit
of money now?
nervous and such.
Can I have my
It's
money?
so-
The color money now.
I'm counting my bandages.
So to give you an idea, it's valid to be a little nervous.
Okay.
It's always dangerous going out. But you would have traveled a lot of miles, right? As Vault Hunters, you would have traveled around a lot, more than most people. So you would have proven yourself able to survive by now.
Okay.
So yeah, as long as you keep an eye out, you know, you watch for infected, you know, you watch for anyone who, you know, like maybe raiders turn up or whatever.
Watch
you know,
for
you don't want to get ambushed.
Yeah, gotcha.
So, you know, you keep the head on a swivel, but the road is safe enough that you can travel.
Okay. Yeah, my assumption is it goes from dangerous to suicidal, depending on where we are.
That is very, very accurate. This area is mostly just dangerous.
Ed, I have a question.
Yeah.
Would I have been able to buy some materials for explosives before we left town?
Yes.
You might have been able to. How much money do you have?
I don't know. My
brass.
character sheet doesn't tell me.
It does. It says brass at the top of the equipment.
Let me look then.
30
One.
I have 30.
Jeez, why don't we
I
just
think-
mug her?
Advance for this job, then you can buy anything you want.
Roll me a charisma commercial. See what you can do.
Sure.
think that's 9. 9 dice.
Yep, that is 9 dice. That's a lot of dice for me.
Yeah, you're
Uh,
quite good at that one.
Yeah, I have 3 more dice to roll. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 successes with 2 of them being zeros, being 10s.
Okay, so bonus dice for those.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm very charismatic. 7 successes total.
Cool.
Oh,
okay,
wait, bonus
so,
dice or bonus successes?
bonus dice.
Oh,
not
let me
bonus
roll those.
successes, yeah.
Those were not successes, so 5 successes.
Okay, right. 5 successes. I reckon that you were able to get a half-full can of fuel. Petrol.
Okay.
Gas.
And,
That's what you guys call it, right? Right?
Yes. And I'm assuming bottles I can pick up and stuff. So, yeah, sounds like I've got parts. Cool.
Sure. Yeah, you got bits and pieces. Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, Keith, just keep an eye on your bandages. She might start stuffing them down those bottles of petrol that she's got.
Keith, give her the bandages.
I'm feeling extra charitable, and I'm going to give her my 1 brass.
I could tear something off
That's
from in
insulting.
here.
Here you go. Flip a coin at her. That's not cool.
I said I could
For
tear
you.
something off from down under here, but it's probably flammable. Maybe.
Oh, don't worry, love. I still have parts of Jack's sleeping bag that I burned up last time. Still got scraps.
So I'm always confused. Is it inflammable, non-flammable? I don't know.
It's explosive.
The only way you can find that out is to ask the
Yes.
pyromaniac.
Right. No, that's the problem now, isn't it?
That is just so pretty.
Is there anything anyone else would like to do before they leave town and probably die?
Spend my 4 brass for a good night.
Huh.
Wow.
The oldest
Good
profession
luck
still
spending
around.
only 4 brass on that.
See, that's the reason we need to mug her first.
Too late, she already spent it on the fuel.
Can I borrow that 1 coin again, Keith?
Here's your 1 coin, and I still say a prayer.
I know others here. It's awesome. Is it possible to buy? Can you bribe people with brass on the road? Or can you,
Oh,
food, or
absolutely,
is there
yeah.
a value? Okay, then I will keep my brass.
Brass is basically the currency. So brass is literally an empty case from
Okay, so
firing
each
weapons.
action will recognize brass as a currency.
So if you were to shoot someone with, say, Jewel was to shoot someone with her handgun, she'd actually get 1 brass when she does that because it's an empty case from a gun.
So you can collect. I get it. Okay. Well then, all right.
So all you need is a minigun, just open up, and then you'll have tons of brass.
So Keith, what's our marching order, Keith?
And for the record, that is amazing because I just learned that, and that's amazing.
I want to be in the
That's
Anyone want to do anything else before we leave town?
question my life choices that brought me here.
I think
sound
that's
like
probably fair, but with 1 intelligence, you probably aren't really going to be thinking through your life choices.
Are there there kinds of transportation like riding animals or like machines that can get you places faster that you can afford to rent?
There
Yeah,
absolutely are things like cars and motorbikes and stuff, but they are incredibly expensive.
I want Jack one.
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't know if I have the best skill for it, but I think I should try anyway. But there's a couple
I
caveats.
think you have no skill for it, but you can
Okay,
roll
then
me an intelligence and
Can I
luck.
suggest it to somebody else?
You can.
We have a mechanic. That's Jack, the one that I...
I think that's my mom's car. That's what I'm going to say. It was stolen.
Charisma persuasion.
All right.
My
All
stealth
right, cool.
larceny is both zeros, so
Willpower persuasion from
Well,
Jack.
can strength break the window and just? Oh, anyway, sorry. I'll try to convince him anyway because I'm not sure what he can do.
Yeah,
So,
no, that's fair enough.
charisma and what'd you say was the other one?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. So I'm looking at this 1,
3 dice, I think.
3. I got 3. Okay, 3 dice total.
Yeah.
And I will say another prayer.
Ooh, all 3 fails.
Like they're
Two
all
eights and a
fails.
6.
Did you get any ones?
No ones.
So let me know if you get any ones because
I did not.
Ones,
But thank you.
Yeah, what ones have a fumble kind of effect. So, no successes, and sorry, Jack, how convinced were you?
I
You
got
got
2
the
8s and a
successes.
6.
Yeah, no.
Oh, come on, you wuss.
No. You've been told that kind of thing quite a number of times by Eliza, and you've gotten wise to it.
Eliza, is this the same mother of yours that you said died 3 years ago?
Hey, I have 3 moms, man. You know, who do you judge? You don't know what the infected do to people. Come on, man. Or what they're infected with.
Is there a
I'm
White
tired
Cross?
of you being such a pill, man.
Is there a White Cross presence in the area we're in?
Yeah, there's some. There wouldn't be any medics like you. Medics sort of tend to roam as much as possible. In the area you're in, the injection, the place where you got the injection from, that will be run by the White Cross. It'll be dropped off. They'll drop stuff off either by convoy or even by helicopter, maybe. Once every so often. They'll leave a junior representative there to make sure that, the injection gets handed out and whatnot.
Your gasoline and their helicopter and a whole lot of will. This could go really fast, awesome, or really fast, crazy, but this is great. So far, this is great.
There are exactly 2 helicopters in the world.
And now we would become a superpower. This is awesome.
Isn't that what Jack
I would like to ask.
All right, no, I'm gonna after he was not convinced, I'll be like kind of annoyed, and I'll be dismissive, and I'll just sulk, basically. So
I'd like to ask the intern at the White Cross what kind of injuries are common coming from the area we're heading to.
Just the normal, really. The occasional infected attack. A little bit of a little bit of the kind of the broken legs and whatnot. People fall over on the trail sometimes. And honestly, people vanish sometimes. It's Gaia, right?
Must be the White Cross.
I checked my medical kit for splints because I'm in a clumsy lot of folks here to make sure one's there. At least one.
You're good. Yeah, no, you're good.
Well,
You're actually
calling clumsy.
You're actually a very experienced medic.
Every time I fall, it's on purpose.
Yeah.
I'd act too.
Am I persuaded by that? Do I have to roll or no?
You don't have to roll. You can just decide whether you're persuaded or
You're
not.
amazing. I don't think you fall ever. I was totally persuaded. All right.
Eliza, that's why you're always my favorite.
I'm seeing a friendship blooming.
Because we trust each other totally.
Yeah, totally. Don't piss off the sadist.
I did
No,
not
it's just
say
off
that.
the sadist.
No, that's not true. It's not. I
just off
happen
the
to have the
floor.
ability to make sure that I'm safe and enjoy it. All right.
So
Ready.
we're head out. Head out.
Everyone's ready to head out. Okay, so you head out. Lucy is sort of round about the average in terms of you guys, in terms of the way that she's moving, stamina wise. So kind of a little better than Jewel, little less good than Thud. About like that. She, decidedly decent. You keep up a decent pace. You climb the edge of the ravine and you head along the road. And
Is she well known enough to be recognized?
no, I wouldn't think so.
Okay.
Not unless someone actually has the bounty information that may or may not be in your possession.
Throw a bag over her head. No. Okay. I'm just curious.
No,
If I'm in the
not
road,
at
I
all.
don't want them to automatically attack me. I'm trying to be careful. That's all.
Valid.
I don't trust the White Cross to help me.
Much praying mainly for you. That makes some sense. I didn't know that Keith believed in a higher power, but now I do.
Much prayer.
So, wept. Amen.
You guys did all say that you were going to be looking around, so anyone who would like to, roll me an intelligence and investigation.
Okay.
I need to grab 2 dice off my shelf. Hold on.
So it's a D10 plus whatever the black.
No,
is.
no. It's multiple D10.
Roll,
The number of D10s that you have black dots.
Yeah, roll 1d10 per each pip that you have in each of the
Is
black
it
pips.
7 or higher?
7 or higher on this one, yes.
3.
So for you, Pax, it is 8 dice.
No successes.
No ones either. Okay.
No one.
Okay, how many dice? I'm sorry, I went to grab them so I wouldn't roll one.
You are Eliza, so you have 5 dice.
All right.
5 successes on the investigation.
5, 3.
Holy moly! I got 3 10s, a 2 and 7.
Okay, so bonus dice for the 10s.
Are we forced to roll, or
I got 4 10s and another success.
And roll another dice.
Wow. A 9. Damn.
Okay, so 5 successes for you.
All right.
You are not forced to roll. If you don't wish to, you don't have to.
my 2
5.
dice will bring nothing.
Okay. Right, so it was 5, 3, 5, nothing. Well, nothing did not roll. Got it.
Those guys.
Okay, so if you have 3 successes, the road is clear. It's relatively open. You can see for a decent distance. There is sort of thicket growing into forest, I should say, on one side of the road as you move along. But otherwise, it seems reasonably safe.
Well traveled. You say I traveled often. Do I notice anything unusual from this travel than I normally would have?
I haven't come to 5 successes yet.
Oh, sorry.
With 3 successes, not noticed. With 5 successes, you do have an eerie feeling that you are being watched. Your spider sense is going off, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I don't trust anybody in this group. Okay. No. Okay. I actually, am I allowed to share that? Would they even trust me? Or
Absolutely. Keith feels the same way.
Oh well, then
Be watched, and it's not by the Almighty.
Oh, God. It's hard to. All right, you have conviction. I'll go. I feel the same way. And I feel like at any moment we're going to be betrayed. So I'm ready. But I do feel. I feel unusual, and I trust my senses on this kind of thing because when you're observing, looking for stuff in the ground.
I start building a Molotov cocktail.
Boom, and that's exactly right.
Pull out my combat knife and
I'm
kind
going to quote that.
of
If you guys is nervous, it could just be that Galileo's wants her back and
Well,
following us, maybe. I don't know.
so. Okay, everyone's back. I want the money.
Okay, I'll be quiet again.
No, you gotta be quiet. I don't want you. I don't want to get the money back. I want to make that clear up front.
If you want to make a Molotov cocktail, do you want to stop in order to do that safely, or do you want to do it while you're still moving at a reasonable pace?
I'd like to point out that I'm a pyromaniac, so I don't think I bother stopping.
Pyromaniacs tend to like flame where they can control it and watch it, not all over them.
I'll
saying.
slow down, but not stop.
Okay, so Jewel just suddenly slows down. Roll me an intelligence and explosives. Your threshold is 9.
Okay.
Roll ones.
I'm going
Lucy
to...
sort of turns back and says, "What's going on? What do
gonna
you think
dedicate
you're doing?"
I'm going to dedicate one of my pips to explosives and the other one to intelligence, as we're going to be going.
You can't put them in intelligence; they have to be in
skill.
skill.
Skills. I apologize. Sure, I'll put one of my 2. Can I put both into explosives?
You can. You can put only one and save the other one for now if you prefer.
I'll
Either's
put both
good.
into explosives. No, I'll save one. Yeah, I'll save one. So I'll just put one into explosives.
So you have intelligence 2 and explosives 3 now.
Yep. I have 3 successes and a bonus die right now, and 4 successes.
Okay, you have made a Molotov cocktail, but much to Lucy's annoyance, you have slowed down to do so.
Okay.
On 9s, Alice?
Yep. I rolled
Wow.
2 9s and a 10. The
Nice.
10 made the second 9.
So you didn't become Death Destroyer of Worlds. How disappointing, because I was going to type that. All right. Good job.
What are you doing? We need to get moving.
Well,
He could be
you
right
keep
behind
moving.
us.
I'm just gonna cover our 6.
No.
Just keep
A little
moving.
fire will solve your problem.
Look, I hired you because you said
Lucy,
you
keep
said
going
that you
with the
could
group.
get me there safely.
Yes, and you keep going with the group, love.
The
Don't slow
entire
down.
group slowed down when you slowed down, love.
Well, because she had an explosive. What else were you gonna do?
Don't
We're
worry,
supposed
love.
to
We're just gonna
we're
keep
supposed to
going.
speed up. I thought we were all together in this, and she needed to get that ready.
So
That's important.
Yes,
once that's ready,
I
I'll
get
speed
that.
up again.
let's
Okay,
move.
now we'll speed
Come
again. Will
on.
you be happy then?
Love, if you want to get there safely, I'd watch your tongue.
Hey,
Charisma
come
and
on,
intimidation.
let's all be nice to everybody. Let's get moving. You
That's
got
going to be charisma
your
and
birthday.
intimidation. You have no intimidation, so it's charisma and luck, and you must roll 10s.
Okay. Charisma. I have a lot of charisma.
Yes, you do, but you have
Where
to roll
is my
10s.
luck? I don't see it.
Bottom right of
below
the stats.
charisma.
Bottom right. Oh, that's right. 2 dice. You said I need 10s. I have 1 10. Oh, and I get to roll that again. That was not
Did you
another
roll any
10.
ones?
No ones.
You didn't roll any ones, did you?
Nope.
No.
2 was my lowest.
Cool. So with her 6 successes, she is a raider. She has some intimidation. She basically turns around, slaps you in the face hard, takes the
Ooh.
Molotov cocktail off you, and backpacks it.
Okay, now that
You take 2 pain damage, and it's
Right.
done in the blink of an eye. Like
I
you're
didn't
like,
want to resort to this, but she's going to be carried in a bag to where she's going. She didn't say how she got there. She said,
Don't speak like that to me.
"Oh, I'm not afraid of you."
I'm your boss. She was talking to Jewel.
Oh, never mind.
Don't speak like that to me. I'm your boss. For as long as this journey lasts.
You don't have to take that.
Blessed be.
I don't have to take that.
Oh, I hope you're nice and warm in your bed tonight. I'll make sure you are.
Yeah, you know, I think
Jack,
that
I'm real good at it.
you can see the future. I like it.
Come on, everybody. Let's
let's hurry.
get moving.
Yeah.
I don't want to get slapped. Oh my god! So let's go.
Nothing shuts arguments up like dust in the mouth. Let's go.
Okay.
She's already moving up with Jack.
Okay.
She's not interested.
Row,
in
Jack.
conversation.
I am going to take my Molotov cocktail back out of her bag when she gets ahead of me.
I am going to lean into Eliza, though, go, I see what Galileo sees in her.
So I'll take.
You want to try and pickpocket her backpack?
Yeah, take my Molotov.
Warning,
cocktail.
This
you're
is
not
going
very
south.
I'm not
Can you take
pickpocketing.
it tonight?
I'm not being gentle about it. I'm yanking it back.
Oh, okay. Fight. I got it.
Okay. I guess that's going to be a double dexterity job.
Okay. I'm pretty good at that too. So.
Now, is it possible if she looks like she's going to strike her again, I want to actually interfere.
Okay.
But I only I don't want to attack. I don't want to attack. I just wanted to
You're
stop.
ready.
And say, hey, what is your
You're ready.
problem?
Yeah, you're ready. Okay.
Threshold. If the threshold is 7, I have
7.
5 successes.
Okay, you kind of, as she walks past you, you reach into her backpack and pull out the Molotov cocktail. You feel some other stuff in there. I assume you
Grab
leave
it.
it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm pissed off at this point. I'm grabbing it, and I'll hand some off to. And if there's anything interesting I think Eliza might like, I'll pass it off to Eliza, and I'll pass it off to Jack, and I'll pass it off to Keith and Thud.
Oh wow!
I'll just
Jackpot.
whatever's in my
Robin Hood.
hand, I'll just pass it off to the group.
All right,
Okay.
Almighty has
you-
provided.
You pull a magazine of 8 handgun bullets out of her backpack. At which point she does indeed turn around and
I'll slap her.
and sort of elbow jab at you. So roll me a strength brawl. Eliza, you can also roll me a strength brawl.
Sure.
I
what's
got
the threshold?
You've got no brawl, Jules, so it should have been strength luck.
Okay.
And
Are
it
there
has
any
to be 10.
baseball-sized rocks around?
What's the
Are there
threshold?
any
Keep praying.
Baseball-sized like rocks around that were
baseball size? Probably, yeah. I mean, it's a ravine.
You wouldn't
Threshold's
know, babe.
10 for you, Jewel.
I'm sorry, what?
Threshold's 10 for Jewel.
Oh, 0 successes.
Any ones?
No ones.
No. How did you do, Eliza?
I did just do my 3 strength, right?
You should do strength and brawl. You have 1 brawl, so it should be 4 dice.
Oh, 4. Okay.
You're looking for 5 or better.
I got 3 of those.
Right. Well,
No 10s down, no 1s.
So she's swinging around with her elbow. You actually step in and block it, but she actually clocks you on the side of the head. Walks over, like you're just a bit stunned. You'll take 1 pain damage.
Okay.
Walks over and sort of elbows Jewel in the stomach, so you double over, and then takes back her ammo, sticks it back in her backpack, and without saying a word, spins on her heel and walks off after Jack.
Just taking all my inside self to not ruin this game in the short period of time. So I'm going to go ahead and.
You go ahead. I don't mind. This is sandbox enough. You do what you need to do.
We have a bag. Is this sleeping bag still? Because honestly, God, I want to throw in a bag and carry her.
You probably don't have a bag big enough to carry her.
Okay, in pieces then. I'm kind of mad because I want to actually hit her with a rifle in the head, but I'm not going to yet. I caught myself. I'm going to actually use my censorship beep and say something, and he overhears the beep, and then I'll get you beep. You got beep, and I'll make sure I have a round in my chamber in my round, and make sure that the explosive lady has my back. I don't mind going out in an explosion just as long as you get her.
I pick up a rock?
I always got your back.
Ed, just so you know, while they're dealing with their internal squabbles, I'm watching around us.
No.
That's a very good plan. Could you roll me an intelligence investigation?
Oh,
Yeah.
sure, intelligence. No, that's what you get.
No. This time it's just well, it can be Keith and Thud and Jack, but not either of you two.
Yeah, that's
because
fine.
you two are quite busy.
I only got 1-7. No 1s.
Okay.
What the bad guys don't know is this is all part of the act to draw them out and have
That's
them
right.
ambush us now.
Grab that Molotov cocktail. We're gonna go.
Yep.
It's like the Wile E.
You
Coyote
most
style.
certainly hear rustling in the bushes, but nothing that seems to materialize into anything.
Okay, I
Okay.
foolishly chose to roll, so it was a 1 and a 10, and then a
Mhm.
9. So there was
Okay.
a 1 in there.
That's pretty good. No, that's
Honestly.
fine.
Oh.
That's still 2 successes, so it's cool.
Okay.
You only
Alright.
can
It's only
suffer
if you get more ones.
Yeah, if you only suffer if you get more ones than you do successes.
Well, I hope it's when you throw
and-
that bomb.
And Keith McAmee picks up a rock.
I
A
do.
baseball-sized rock.
Exactly.
You like baseball, do you, Keith?
I'm not
Like
sure any of
rocks
you know what
more.
baseball
That's
is.
exactly what my point. Like a fist-sized one.
Anyway, we's burning daylight. We should get moving, and then if we need to stick her in a bag, I will later.
I'm gonna watch
Jack,
it.
are you, I know you're watching, are you still walking as well?
Oh, yeah.
In that case,
As long as...
she's kind of kept up pace with you and just kind of walked up and kept pace with you.
Like I say, nothing's going to shut arguments up like a little dust in the mouth, so let's get walking.
Yeah, I basically follow Jack because he's my current, in quotes, boss.
I followed my intention was as soon as I made the cocktail, I would pick up my pace again. So at this point, I'm picking up my pace, but I didn't
Yeah.
I wanted to have my explosives with me.
You have a lighter, right, or a match? I'm making sure. I know that you like those kinds of things, but having a gas bomb without that may be a problem. I just want to make sure now.
Well, the theory was that I got something to light it with, a match or something.
You have something to light it
Okay,
with.
just gotta make sure because this is the kind of thing I can see happening.
And then all else, I can pick up a second rock.
Yeah, jing, exactly, easy.
I got a rock. You remind me of the Charlie Brown cartoon. That's what you said. I love it. All right, Pex, this is good.
Right. So you travel along in relative silence, except talking between yourselves, for about an hour or two. You're making pretty good progress. Burning through the miles. You still got a very long way to go though. So could everyone please roll me a wits investigation who is keeping their head on a swivel,
All
Sure.
right,
as previously discussed?
5 and
It's a little more your wheelhouse, Thud. A little more.
So much more.
Three.
Really, 50% more.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
If 7's the threshold, I got 1 success. Otherwise,
7 is the threshold.
okay, I got
2.
1 success.
Yeah, 1 success as well then.
Right.
I did
God.
get a 1 that time, but not more than 6 fails.
I did not hear how many Keith got, if any.
I got 1.
Wow, you guys are not terribly impressive.
3.
Well, that's a little
Eliza's our
My
lead.
5, I have a bunch of dice, so. No one's.
That was damn impressive for Thud. He's just not really good at this.
Yeah, no.
He's good at stuff. Come on, man. Chin up, man.
Not your area. Right. Okay, so, you guys are moving along, and it comes as a total surprise when you are jumped from within the bushes by the wolves, because no one got more than 4 successes.
Well, I didn't know that. Damn it. Surprise. Surprise.
So I would like everyone to take 1 dice, roll it, and add it to your initiative number, which is between your wits and your willpower.
17.
11.
Nice.
14.
10.
So 17 was Eliza.
Correct.
14 was Keith. What was the we didn't have a 15, 16. No, Jewel 11 was the next one. Okay. Any 10? We had a 10, didn't we?
Yeah, 10.
10 for Thud, and I'm missing someone who is
for
Jack. Oh dear. Okay.
Watch your back, Jack.
I think the GM's ready to kill us.
Yeah, you are really annoying. No, I'm just kidding.
We've been alive.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
44 minutes longer than I thought we
I want to
would.
quote you on the next stuff we're going to game. We're really not. Yes, we are. But now's no
okay.
Facebook walking with
So a wolf jumps out of the undergrowth and leaps at Thud. So I'm rolling the wolf's 6 attack dice and taking off your 2 defense. So I'm rolling 4 dice.
Oh, man. I hope you did you get your kidneys when you sell those?
It missed entirely, so it leaps at you,
I didn't say
and
that.
you kind of just move out of the way in time thanks to your amazing reflexes, Thud. The next wolf leaps out at, let me think. Jack, I think it's your turn.
Awesome. Defense 2.
Yep, and wow, I really need different dice because that one fumbled. So it leaps at you.
These are starving wolves, guys.
Clearly. It leaps at you, twists in the air weirdly, and sort of lands on its side, not too far away from you. It's not very impressive. Next, we've got Jewel. You're going to take an attack as well. Oh, that's a little better. Okay, that is 4 hits, and you are going to take 2 health damage.
Okay.
You've also been bitten by an infected wolf, FYI.
Okay.
Finally, we have an attack on... Who's going to be the winner? Let's see. It's going to be Jewel. You know how wolves are. They go for the weakest. You're apparently perceived as the weakest by the wolves. Congratulations, I think. Possibly not.
Now, Jewel, what's your
It's gonna
dex?
hurt.
Because you sounded like you were fast.
My dex is a 4.
So what's your defense?
So it's the lowest of wits and dex. So
okay.
wits is only 2. So you're going to take 5 health damage now, Jewel.
Okay.
Yeah, the first wolf knocks you down, and the second one leaps out, grabs your arm, just starts ripping at your flesh. You are 1 health away from dying, if I'm counting right.
Yep.
Yeah, you're in
Fired
quite
off.
a lot of pain.
Oh, no, it's time to go. Go right.
No,
Boom.
I'm unconscious.
Oh,
You are
I have
1,
7
2,
health
3,
total.
4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you've only taken 6 damage.
Oh, okay. You did 2 and 5, so.
okay. I'll
I
start
thought it was
again.
1 and 5. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Shh. I want an explosion.
Eliza,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Okay.
Wolves just came out of nowhere, jumped up.
Wolf came out of nowhere. And I know I said I put a round in the chamber when I was watching that lovely lady we were taking with us. She's demure and nice. I actually want to put one right through the head of one of the wolves. If someone's in the way, I'm not that worried about it.
Do you want to go for the wolf that's on its back near you, or one of the other ones?
You know, let the dice tell me. How many wolves are there?
There are 4.
Because I'll roll a 4-sided dice and tell you which one it's going to be. I'm angry and I'm quick to react. All right.
If you can find a 4-sided dice, that is.
Yeah, no, 3.
Number 3. Okay, number 3 is one of the ones that's on Eliza. It's the one that... no, not Eliza, I'm sorry, Jewel. It's the one that knocked her to the ground.
I'm going to send it back to wolf heaven, man. Let's try.
Okay, roll me
I don't know how to use a big gun.
Wits and gunnery.
Wits and gunnery, okay. Like that. Oh, wow. 4 and...
Yeah, you're not bad at that.
No, I'm not. 4 and 4, 8. All right.
So because it's wrestling her to the ground, it will not get defense. So it is literally just the 8 dice. You're looking for a 7 or better to hit it.
I hope I get like 5 10s too, because I want to blow it hell. All right. So 8 dice. We got 7 or better, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, and 1's a 10, so one more time. 3.
Okay, roll me 3 dice for damage. So you can see that your hunting rifle has a damage of 6 and a kill of 6. That means you, because the wolf has no armor, that means you just need to roll a 6 to kill it on any of those 3 dice.
On the 10, the Era D10 engine, that's so good. That and yep. 9.
Yep. Okay. Bang. So you need to cross off one of your 7.62 millimeter ammo. You're now down to 1 shot left. You need to cross off 1 durability on your rifle. You're now down to 19 durability because weapons break as well. And you do indeed send it to doggy heaven, or possibly doggy hell. I wouldn't like to guess. But Wolf 3 is now croaking.
It is
Keith.
Ex-wolf.
I immediately run over to Jewel with my medical bit.
So she's being savaged by a wolf at this moment.
The wolf is still on her, like attached to her arm.
So one wolf knocked her down. That was the one that just got shot. Another wolf grabbed her, her arm, and is just sort of savaging her arm.
Okay, so I still run over to Jewel, but now with my medical kit, with my combat knife, and I'm going to try to jump on its back and impale it with my sticky thing.
Okay, roll me a strength and melee.
No.
It's 4 dice.
That's the same arm that Jack's milk runs always get me injured in. One of these days I'm going to lose that arm because of him.
2 successes.
Roll those 2 for damage, and tell me what you get.
It's D10 for damage.
D10 for 2d10 for damage, yeah. So you're looking for an 8 to do damage or a 10 to kill it instantly.
2 and a 6.
Okay, you do no damage whatsoever. You manage to stab it, but all you get is a bare
give me the strength.
Yeah, you forgot to say that before you happened. It's now Lucy's turn. Lucy is going to take several steps backwards and sort of start checking the woods around to see if there are any other wolves. Because honestly, she doesn't like you, Jewel, at all.
Well, like her either.
Yeah, but she employed you.
Stairs like you did.
She figures it's your job to kill them, not hers. So we're now on Jewel.
The one she wants to go aqua. She one of them.
Jewel?
Okay.
Jewel.
So you said that I misheard, so I'm actually at 1. So at this point, I'm going to.
Yes.
There's only two wolves. The wolf on me and another wolf.
There are 3 wolves. There's one that fell, embarrassingly. There's one that missed, and there's the one that's eating your arm.
Okay. I'm going to basically, with my other arm, I'm going to basically pull my arm out as he's chewing on it, and I'm going to use my other arm to lob that Molotov cocktail to hit as many of them as possible on the back end.
So you can only hit one of them.
Doing it
That's fine.
To her.
whichever one you hit, you can only hit one of them. Do you want to hit the one near you, the one prone on the floor, or do you want to hit the one that missed?
I'm going to hit the one that, the one that's on me. Let's go with that.
The one that's on you. Mm-hmm. Okay. That sounds really sensible. Okay, awesome. Roll me a dexterity and explosives with your +1 bonus that you still have.
Okay.
You might want to use the extra bonus you still have left.
Yeah, that's my plan. I was about to call that, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I have a lot of dice, and I'm rolling. And I am using the extra on explosive again.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4 with a 10.
Right.
And that's
so I want to know any 5s or 6s you rolled as well.
Okay, I have 1, 2...
separately. So I want to know how many 5s and 6s and how many 7s plus.
Okay, I have 4 7-ups and 2 5s and 1 1. Oh, I missed an 8. Awesome. Sorry, no, make that 5 successes.
5 successes and 2... Right. Okay, roll me 3 dice against the wolf.
Okay. 3 dice. 7, 7, and 3.
Okay, so you have done 2 damage to the wolf. Roll me 1 dice to see if it's on fire.
Okay. Roll high, roll high. 9.
9, it is on fire.
Okay.
Now, I'd like you to roll me 2 dice.
Okay. 8 and 2.
Okay, you take 1 health damage and pass out very quickly.
Yep, I pass out.
Can you also roll me 1 dice to see if you're on fire?
Sure. 1.
You are not on fire.
Okay.
You are lucky.
I kind of worried about it because I'm not failed there.
When you said 1, I thought that was going the other way.
I know. I was like, oh.
No, it's a 6+. They're on fire.
Okay.
You need to roll since I'm in the vicinity of trying to stab.
Okay. You should actually. Yes, you should. Roll me 2 dice against Keith as well. Good point.
Okay. 2 and 2.
No damage, Keith. You step back.
Oh, fire!
Thud.
So there was a wolf that attacked me, correct?
There was a wolf that aimed at you and missed.
So where are the wolves? Is that one near me? Or?
That one's behind you now. There's one that leapt at Jack and fell on the floor. Okay. Was it Eliza? And fell on the floor. And there's one still on Jewel.
Well, she's down, so I'm going to unsling my... Can I unsling my sledgehammer and get over there and attack that one?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That is strength plus melee or strength plus
Strength plus melee. No, you're dead on.
And I need 7s?
You need 7s. Now, unfortunately, with a melee weapon, you're going to damage it quite a lot, so you'll take 1 durability damage for every success you get.
Well, hang on then. With exploding dice, that's 6 successes.
6 successes, right. Roll me for damage. You need a 9 to kill it instantly, or a 5 to do damage.
2 9s, a 1, and a 5.
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay.
It collapsed to the floor. It is on fire. Tell me what, Jewel. Roll me another 1 dice. See if you get set on fire by the corpse falling on top of you while it's on fire.
Oh, I was going to try and knock it away.
6.
You are on fire. Congratulations.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. You just kind of ran in and went, whoa. The sledgehammer is going to take 6 durability damage. Got it. Mark off 6 of the durability.
I'm missing the good.
She's on fire.
And if I've read Bar Fight Veteran right, that's only when I'm actually punching things, right?
Correct. It's got to be brawl, not melee. Yeah. That would be knuckle dusters or just a brawl move. Jack. Jewel is on the floor, on fire, arm bleeding, dying horribly. There's also
she always wanted.
What tier would a fire extinguisher be?
A fire extinguisher. Well, if you mean a real fire extinguisher, then quite high. If you mean a bottle of some chemical that will probably put the fire out, probably you have that for a tier 2.
I've got just lying there, and so I'm thinking that maybe there's something right there that I can grab and dump on Jewel to try and put that fire out to keep her from burning Aiden.
Yeah, I think I would be happy for you to have that for a tier 2, which is possible from just lying there. So
Okay.
yeah, you sort of stumble across this bottle of, maybe it fell out of Jewel's backpack. You'll never know for sure.
So yes, I go grab that and quickly I start doing that. Take my coat off and start beating her with it a little bit too.
Now we're getting there. All right, cool.
Take 1 pain damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
Your new card is feeling much better.
Ooh.
But yeah, guys, do remember your karma cards. They're one of those things that's going to help you a lot. You get your card, okay?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So that was Jack's turn. You are now no longer on fire, Jewel. You're just dying.
Okay.
That's good to know.
Yep.
And we're back to the wolves.
And in pain.
And also in pain.
Well, I was in pain earlier. I
With the
took 2
coat.
pain earlier too. So. Yep, I am definitely in pain.
Well, you're full on health damage, aren't you? So.
I am.
Okay.
That's okay, we get
Oh
to see
yes.
how
Oh, I
healing
remember.
works.
Yeah, you got smacked, didn't you? I forgot.
Yeah. But you should be
Yeah.
protected because you have 3 of us
Ooh.
around you right now.
That is a little bit better. Thank you, Mr. Wolf. So the wolf that missed but didn't embarrass itself, which is still alive, is going to leap at Thud. And Thud, you're going to take 2 health damage.
I got a question. Where's our employer during all this?
She took a step back, pulled out her weapon, but is mostly scanning the trees and staying a good distance away from you guys.
Oh, that's helpful. Okay.
She doesn't want to get involved, and anyway, that's what
Right,
you're
you're right.
for,
Okay.
right?
Best employer.
Yeah, indeed. Right, the one that embarrassed itself is going to jump up, leap at Jack.
Jack, remember?
And Jack, you are going to take 2 health damage as you are bitten by an infected wolf.
Okay.
And we're back to Eliza.
How far away from our beloved princess we're supposed to take to Aqua?
She's backed off a few meters, but not huge distance.
So within range of being clocked with a butt of a gun?
Not likely.
Not in range for that. So
I mean, you could move and do that if you desperately wanted to.
Well, I kind of feel like that. It just is next time that she lights on fire or somebody else blows up, wolves like tear someone's kidney out, that she's not going to be around to like for any good to anybody. Even if I live, and she is going to leave. I would leave. You know what?
She's not
I'll
left.
get the wolf and then I'll get her later. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Sorry to leave my plans out loud, but yes, I'll get the wolf. I'm not going to use a weapon, a bullet, though. I think I'm going to try to attack her with the butt of a weapon that's within range.
Okay, you will do some durability damage to your weapon if you do that, but you can.
Well, do I yell at her to kick it or something? I want to use the weapon. I don't like fighting unarmed. So.
Okay, roll me a strength and melee.
All right, so.
You should be like Keith and get a rock.
You know, but if I want to be like Keith, I'd be Keith. So it's strength and what? I'm sorry?
Melee.
All right. Okay, so that's 4. 1. What's the threshold? 7?
7 or better, yeah.
2.
Okay, roll me for damage. You're going to need a 6 to do damage.
Okay, on 1 dice?
2.
2, so 2.
So you roll the number of dice that you get hits for damage.
6 and 9. 6 and 9.
6 and a 9. Right, 2 pain damage on that particular wolf, which was the one that's still on top of...
Me,
yeah.
I think.
Well, wait, I thought you...
No,
oh,
that one's dead.
Going.
You're right, that one's dead.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
No, it is...
The last one.
It's gonna be probably the one that was on its feet. There are 2 left. There's one that embarrassed itself and then leapt at Thud, and then there's another one that leapt at Jack and did a small amount of damage. So you are going to run for the one that went for Jack?
Well, one of them embarrassed itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the one that
I hate people who are like that lame. I want to hit the embarrassed itself one.
Okay. Fair enough.
The one that's on Thud.
Look,
The one
if you
that's
can't
on
have
Thud.
finesse in a world like this when you're out in the world,
Fair dues.
I'm Darwin himself, man.
Keith, you are standing pretty close to Jewel. There are no wolves killing Jewel. There's one on Thud right next to you, but...
I look at the rock, I look at my medical kit, I look at the rock, I look at my medical kit. And I decide to open up my medical kit and start treating Jewel the best I can.
Roll me a wits and medicine.
And I like to use my adrenaline rush because this is a very scary situation, which gives me a +2 to strength, stam, and wits.
Yep.
So you said roll. Is that
Wits
2 additional
and
dice
medicine,
I roll,
so
or
you'll be rolling 10 dice.
10 dice? All right.
Nice. Roll a lot of high
Yeah.
numbers, please.
And I'll give you
I was carrying rocks, but that's pretty good. Hit him with a rock, Bilbo.
And here is the new card that you get, which I'm not going to let you use on any of particular infected because, you know, you've already seen them fight.
I had 4 successes with my turn.
4 successes. So, Jewel, you are going to heal 2 health damage.
Okay. Any pain damage as well?
No, that's
Okay.
it.
That's fine. I'm conscious again.
You are not dead. Yeah.
I'm not
But
dead.
it hurts really, really bad.
Oh, thanks.
It was
Lucy-
poetry. It was poetry in flame. I was so very impressed.
Lucy is going to sort of shake her head at Eliza, because, you know, that wasn't terribly impressive, and fire at the wolf that you just hit. Booyah. Boom. Just over your shoulder. In fact, Eliza, just to annoy you, it's uncomfortably close. If you know what I mean, that the bullet flies
I
past.
don't spin like that. I know, but yeah, I know what you mean. She did it, and I'm like, I'm with you, bitch.
Yeah. She flies uncomfortably close to your right ear, flies past,
here myself.
hits the wolf in the face. Dead
Oh,
wolf.
show off. Yeah, what big deal.
Yeah. Jewel. There is one wolf left,
Yes.
and
Yep.
it's on... no,
Jack.
it is on Jack, indeed.
Okay. I will, with my
Why don't
good
I-
arm, because the other arm is like, you know, all injured. I pull my handgun, and I.
Are you right or left-handed?
I always assume that I am the same hand as the my player, so I am left-handed as a player. So if you want to
Okay.
randomize which arm,
I did... No, I touched my right arm.
Okay.
When I demonstrated, it was my right arm. So
Okay.
you're left-handed, that's fine. Your character is also left-handed.
Okay, so it's just easier to remember which hand if is the same as the player. So I
Totally
am going
fine.
to pull my gun, and I'm going to shoot the wolf. And if
wolf.
Lucy's eyes happen to to line up in a way that this will go by Lucy, I will not mind
It
that
looked
at
like an
all.
accident. That's
I'm afraid not.
Okay, so this is going to be gun, and what else? Dex?
It is going to be wits and gunnery.
Okay. Well, I don't get that many dice, but woo, I did roll 7 and a 10. The 10 rolled an 8. And
Okay, so roll
7,
me 3
10,
for
8,
damage.
3.
Roll me 3 dice for damage, and
Okay.
you're looking for a 7 to damage or an 8 to kill it.
I got a 9 and I got a 5.
Stead.
Okay.
Boom. And there you go. You are now out of combat.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
You're out of combat with the wolves.
Okay,
put it that
I
way.
like it. You know, I actually feel threatened. I feel threatened, like we're being set up because we're going out and going down the road. Wolves attack us, and they don't even bother her while she stands there. And like, does she have anti-wolf repellent? What's the deal? And why would she not defend us if we're supposed to defend her? I thought this was a one-way street. I'm like, oh, sorry.
It is a one-way street. That's the point.
I'm like, my hands like, Yeah, and then I expect one of you to have it back me up. Pex.
I throw the rock at the lazy lady.
You throw the rock at the lady.
Yes, I do.
You hit her in the head. You gotta say it, Bilbo. Come on.
Roll me a dexterity melee.
This is gonna be fun.
We agreed to. Sorry, hon. Oi, loves. We agreed to deliver her. Didn't agree to deliver her conscious, did we?
Or
Jack?
alive.
You agreed to deliver her alive.
Yes, but didn't agree
that.
to deliver her conscious, right?
I would not like to get involved with that particular conversation.
I would. I'm seconding the motion here. Even though you're kind of crispy looking right now, I'm pretty impressed.
It with me, and
She's the living end.
How do you go, Sax? One success. Roll me for damage, actually. Roll me 1 dice for damage. Let's see.
When she's bonked in the head, I'm going to attack.
Sorry?
Once she gets hit in the head, I'm going to attack.
No. Sorry, I was asking Pax, actually. I didn't hear what he got.
He got hit.
8. Okay, yeah, she'll take one pain damage.
You should have helped us, the Lord said.
For throwing the rock, for casting the first stone.
No. Ooh.
I have judged you.
You are going to You are going to reduce your karma down by 1, which means you are no longer 2 good karma. You are 1 good karma and change.
Yes,
you're almost there, Pex.
The order.
That was deliberate, destructive for no reason. Random, you're going to lose the first karma card I gave you.
Well, the first card you gave me is the one I played. So is that the weak side? Or
So it'll be the second one that you've got.
Second one, okay.
Yeah.
So that's the repair, the equipment one.
Yeah, the sturdy one. Yeah. You've lost that because you're now down to 1 good instead of 2 good. So you're no longer 2 good.
Worth it.
Really not worth it.
Worth it.
She's just going to look at you like.
Well, she's going to get hit in the bitch mouth because I'm ready. I'm prepared. Seriously.
What? What are you even attacking her for?
I honestly attacked her because she sat there and watched us get savaged by wolves. It's like,
no, she didn't. She shot one of the wolves in the head.
No, I didn't see that because she was not that good.
Okay.
I heard Philip Bull go by and miss. That's what I saw. I wouldn't see her do anything competent. Gosh, she's the.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna clock her in the head with. Because I saw her slap somebody. I'm not actually gonna raise the ante.
Okay, so she's got her gun up and she points it right in your face.
Well, she got hit in the rock. I don't think that's fair. She got hit in the rock. She'd be off balance.
Yeah. So you're going to use that moment to try and charge in.
If I hadn't said it before it happened, I wouldn't have done that to you. But yeah.
Okay. Roll me dexterity and brawl.
All right. Hold on. Character sheet is dexterity and brawl is 4.
Sorry about that.
3. 9, 8, 7, and 30.
9, 8, 7.
9, 8,
okay,
7.
So you run in. You're just about to hit her. She dodges out the way. 3 successes as well, and the defender wins.
That's it.
So she dodges out the way.
Nope.
She sort of takes a few steps away and sort of points her gun at you and says, "What the hell are you doing?"
Nothing like you.
What the hell are you doing? What?
You know, I am tired of you and your bitch mouth not starting out and standing back there in the corner. You're crazy. You're crazy, and we're saving you from a husband who's probably acting nice, who has been long suffering, and you just escape with his money and wants to take you. You know, I've seen people like you.
Did I not say that I was going to pay you for transporting me?
No.
Okay. Can I talk to someone who's not unhinged, please?
No, unhinged. You want to see unhinged? You want to see unhinged? I'm going to step on one of the dead wolves with my foot, and I'm going to break it in half.
While they're arguing, I'm going to go treat Jewel, who's probably still in pain.
Yes, I am still in bad.
You got to get rid of the other one.
Everybody just bring it down a little bit. Come on. Bring it down. Out here, we're all of us.
Her? She called you a...
All of us are united against the wolves and zombies, and that, I think, is where some of the aggression that these people is, that you took a step back and took some moment before you started shooting. Now,
Don't be on my bad list.
She's taking more steps down the road to get as far away from Eliza as possible.
All right, now I'm gonna calm down. Like, if she's away from me, I feel better if she's out to me. Like, all right.
She's like, what the hell is wrong with you people? Jesus! How much money am I paying you? Clearly not enough. Somehow.
Not enough. I was just making a cocktail. Yep. I was making a cocktail to protect us, and you decided to attack me. I don't think that was very smart betting.
There's 4 of us. I don't think she should be walking.
As I'm treating her, I lean over and say, "I nailed her with the mighty will of the Lord."
That karma's down for braggart.
Love, that's why you're always my favorite, Doc. Next to Eliza.
Surely there's someone here who speaks sense.
Jack?
Right here. I'm right here.
Jack? What am I supposed to do now?
These wolves were obviously infected, right? Is there any salvaging meat off of animals like that?
You can try, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Speaking of infected, how many of the pills do I need to take right now?
So you all need to take around a week's dose of pills.
Okay, I'll take a week's dose of pills.
It's a pill a day.
Anyone who took health damage. Anyone who took health damage needs to take an injection.
So that's just Alice and myself, from what I think I heard. Oh,
no, I think Thud took some, and
I did some health damage.
I think Eliza took some.
I took some with her.
Oh, right, okay.
I didn't get a wolf. Wolves weren't tough enough, man.
I was trying to keep it easy for the first encounter.
Yeah, I know you were.
We set ourselves on fire.
I'm on to you.
I mean, after you set yourselves on fire, did more damage to yourself than the wolves did.
Ourselves, one of us did. You blame all of us?
I figured I don't need to do much more.
Okay.
The wolves did 7 to me. I didn't actually do any damage to myself. Wolves did 7 to me.
Okay, so everyone who took injection will have -1 stamina until I say otherwise.
Okay.
I clear mine.
With your card. Okay.
Yep.
New card.
Am I done bandaging and treating her, or am I still doing that?
Roll me another intelligence medicine. I was going to get to that, but the arguments seem to be getting in the way.
Thud, let's salvage what we can. See if the corpses got anything good on them. I pick the brass up.
Okay.
Intelligence and salvage to do salvaging. Survival to do salvaging. I'm sorry. Intelligence and survival. This is your new card, Jack.
Awesome.
5 from me.
5. Awesome.
I bet Gallagher had it rough.
I'm a little bit banged up too, Doc, but not that bad.
Anyone you want to heal, it's going to be a very similar thing. It's going to be intelligence and medicine. So 5 for healing Jewel. Jewel, you're going to heal another 1 pain and 2 health.
Okay.
Are you topped off, or is she still...
no, I'm still...
She's not topped off, but you're not going to be able to do a lot more for her.
Alright, then I move on to the next damaged one, whoever looks more injured out of the 2 that are left.
Don't know. You're probably going to work on both of them, so...
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll.
Whichever.
I got 5 salvage successes.
5 salvage successes and 1 salvage success. Yep, I saw that. No worries. Okay, with 5 salvage successes, you are going to find 2 chunks of infected meat. It's decent enough rations. You can purify it with injection. You are running on the low side on injection now, I would say, after this little escapade where 3 of you got infected. You're carrying a few weeks' worth, and 3 of you have used a week's worth. So, not ideal.
Yeah, not ideal. I blame Lucy.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Why am I not surprised?
I still like
Thud, you managed to retrieve a hide off one of the... You're able to skin the wolves and retrieve a hide, which can be used for pretty much anything you can think of.
I will wear it as a fashionable cape.
I like it. That's fantastic.
That's a plus one for you. I think it's wonderful.
Thud, you're going to heal 2 health damage, and Jack, you're going to heal 1 health damage.
Okay.
And if I'm done with my medicaling, I will go retrieve my trusty rock.
You retrieve your trusty rock.
The holy rock.
And I believe that we had 3 shots fired, and I said I collect the brass.
You collect the brass, and therefore have 3 brass. Lucy is going to try to collect her brass.
Oh boy!
Can I?
She fired the shots. Her brass.
She ran down the road though to get away from Eliza, and that is the first brass that I wanted.
What I'm going to say is she's going to try and return, but if you've already grabbed the brass, she'll probably leave it.
Is there any blood on my rock from me throwing it at the lady?
There is a small amount of blood on the rock from you throwing it.
I try to make, if I'm able, a smiley face on my rock.
Oh boy!
I think probably there's not that much blood.
Keith?
I fail at making a smiley face.
Can I see the rock for a sec, Keith?
I show him my rock. I have.
Can I hold it for a second?
Yeah, go ahead. It's a rock.
I'm trying to find something right. I want to make a white cross on the rock and give it back to him. Now it's the healing rock.
Oh.
You could get your knuckle duster and carve into it.
That's what I'll do.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm very ecstatic by it. Thank you so much, Thud. It means so much to me.
Crazy doesn't cover it, right?
We ain't seen that yet. Yeah.
So Lucy's just gonna say, "Okay, Jack, are we ready to go now?"
Look around. Doc, are you done?
I present my rock and say, "Yep, ready to go."
All right, we're salvaged up. Let's roll.
Cool.
I'm ready to go.
I do have a request if you don't want to take a penalty on your payment. Crazy lady stays away from me.
I don't want to be near you.
Sounds like it's agreed.
You smell like a sewage. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. Not comfortable. A little weird.
Yeah, and you smell like a bed of roses.
Thank you. I do. That's the florist in me.
Oh, Eliza, love. Don't suppose anyone else is paying for her too?
Well, you mean her old job or now for transportation? Like, I heard that she was well compensated for her profession. She didn't, yeah. Well.
I hope she's accusing her off now.
Beginning to wonder if maybe we can find a different job that pays a bit more.
I think that we can sell her body for parts and maybe it pays more. Because some money just
always
takes
provides
from the wrong people. I don't like her. I'm just telling everybody that now. Yeah, but I'll stay away from you. I will because I don't trust you. You smell.
Careful, Jack. Don't want you to get get infected by her.
Ooh, what kind? Oh, I can't say it. Family show. I made myself promise to watch myself, so.
The implications there. Eliza's like, the implications there.
See, it just works when you don't. What you left unsaid is the best part, isn't it, Lucy?
Lucy doesn't reply.
Yeah, that's right.
So it sounds like we continue.
Because the best parts are left unsaid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you continue along, and Thud, before long you're going to find Lucy sort of walking along next to you and sort of looking over at you from time to time. Also looking around, but, looking over at you from time to time.
Hey, too, Thud.
I will look back carefully.
Carefully? How do you look carefully?
I don't know.
Casually.
Yeah. I'm flying casual.
That's right, exactly.
Fair enough. How far apart are you guys? Are you fairly close up?
I'd say we're pretty. I'm gonna stick pretty close to the group.
Are you spread out far enough that she could talk to Thud without anyone else hearing? Is really my question.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't want to be near her. I hate her. Serves the Lord.
What did she even do to you? Seriously?
She's not around!
Look, Galileo is a good dude. And I don't know why. I got talked into this. I remember him. When we went to
I don't know. I think the Catholic Church made a mistake pardoning him. That's what I heard.
Did you go to Raider school together or something?
No, it was more an academy. But, you know.
You said in the
Raider
back.
Just because he wasn't that handsome doesn't mean... Lucy.
Okay, so Lucy's gonna sort of say to Thud, "Look, there's 100 brass bonus in it for you if you stop them from, hurting me."
Well,
Hurt.
Jack's the boss. I mostly do what he says now. So if he wants
Jack seems reasonable. Jack seems reasonable enough, but the rest of your group, they seem to not understand where the money comes from. And if I turn up hurt or killed, I'm not going to be paying you.
Well, I don't want to hurt nobody anymore if I don't have to. Like one time in the city, I had to feed a guy his own eye. I didn't like that.
Okay.
Well,
I'm trying not to do that anymore unless I have to.
Then we're on the same side,
Okay, yeah.
These crazy ladies.
Side. Oh, sorry.
These crazy ladies are, they're trying to get me killed.
Well, just trust Jack. He's smart. He'll do the right thing.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm trusting you as well. You're big and strong, and I know you'll protect me.
Oh, God, there you go. There you go.
Okay, I guess.
Trapping, man.
That wasn't even a seduction attempt, I'm just saying.
Sure. That's what I always say, too. Yeah.
Well, I didn't roll seduction, so it wasn't
failed.
a seduction attempt. Anyway, the rest of the day's journey is relatively uneventful. After about 16 hours of walking, you decide to call it a night. It's pretty dark.
I just want to make it very clear that I want to be at least alert or far from her. And I want to make sure that we talk about a watch, that if we all still care about the money and her, we should have somebody awake. I recommend the guy with the rock.
I definitely want to take turn being on have us take turns being on watch. I do not want all of us asleep.
Is she in charge of her food supply, or did she distribute it amongst us?
She distributed it amongst you as a show of good faith.
So she could run off and...
That was dumb.
Yeah, I mean, she could run off, and you'll have totally wasted your time, your effort, your bullets, and not get paid.
Got a rock.
Wow, says the guy with 4 intelligence, which is more intelligence than anyone else in the party.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's overrated intelligence, man.
Apparently I'm not that smart. I had 1 brass to start off with. I was poor.
You're poor, but you probably gave it to a good cause.
You are rich in spirit, Keith.
That's why I have the rock.
Yeah, definitely watches. I'm going to take the same time that Jules awake.
So you're watching in pairs. Is Lucy going to be one of those pairs?
If she wants. Maybe she wants to watch with me.
She's willing to, but she only wants to watch with Thud. Or yourself, Jack, but you've already said you want to be ready when...
See, I think she'd want to watch with Eliza.
I was going to say, I'm volunteering to watch with her. Maybe we can make up. We've got off the wrong foot. We should be friends. There's no reason to meet people here.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be anywhere near any of those people. Either of those people, I should say.
All right, that's it.
She's willing to take a watch with Thud.
Oh my God, Jesus!
Or with Jack, but she doesn't trust Keith because he threw a rock in her face. I'm serious. That's what happened. And she definitely doesn't trust Eliza or Jewel because they both threatened her.
Sure. My God. She's a princess. I can't stand that.
Alright, so Keith and Eliza, Thud and Lucy, Jewel and Jack.
Fine. Okay, so Keith and Eliza, you are the first two staying awake.
I wish I had a knife I could carve it like this.
I let him borrow my knife.
Ever since the sleeping bag incident,
karma. Watch your karma. We need you.
Ever since the sleeping bag incident, Jack's always made sure he and I share the same watch.
Well, you don't get old getting killed, man. Wisdom.
Okay. So, are you guys just watching? Are you planning to do anything during your presumably 3-hour watch?
I look up at the stars for guidance, and also I'm kind of just keeping an ear out if I hear any strange noises.
Can you hear a voice in his head?
Wits and investigation for you.
Investigation is 4 pips.
Yeah, and wits.
And wits is going to be...
How about you, Eliza? What are you doing?
I'm not going to look up at the star at all.
No kidding.
I think what I'll do is I know I've been a raider and been in the woods for a long time. I think that I'm going to plot her death, but while I walk around actually in the woods and look, I'm going to kind of fantasize about the different things I would do to her. And because of that, I'm going to walk and calm down because I know I do have to pay attention on the line. And I care about that just a little.
Okay, so that'll be an intelligence and investigation.
All right. Intelligence I got that's 3, and investigation was 2, 5. Ooh boy. So 2 plus one was 10, so 3. Game science, a 9, so 4.
4 successes.
4 successes.
4 as well. Okay. I'm
on her.
During the night, you do hear creatures moving through the forest. You're camped on the edge of the road. You don't want to be right in the middle of the road just in case someone comes along. You're camped on the edge of the road. No fire. You do hear things moving in the forest, but they seem relatively far off. And your shift ends without too much problem.
I'll bet they're after her because I can smell. That's right. Don't like her.
You must be right. It must be the sewage farm that she smells like.
That explains it. I feel bad now.
So you're presumably going to wake up Thud and Lucy.
Roughly, yeah.
Okay.
Not gruffly. I'll make it gruffly, not roughly. I'll be
gruffly.
I'm still like thinking in my mind about it, so I can be a little bit calmer now.
Sort of, hey, get up. It's your turn. That kind of thing. Yeah. And Thud, you are also woken. So
Hi, Thud, can you get up, please?
Yeah. You two head to get some shut eye, and Thud and Lucy get up and sort of spread out a little. Thud, is there anything that you'd like to do during your watch?
Well, what would a large, simple-minded ex-leg maker for the city do to attempt to fix his badly damaged sledgehammer?
Hand it to someone else who's better qualified. Such as Jack. Yeah.
Break it on a tree.
Maybe you could ask Jack when you wake him up, hey, can you have a look at my...
That's the second best thought Thud's had today.
Okay, Lucy can offer to fix it for you if you like.
Oh, she sees me eyeing it?
Yeah, okay. She sees you watching, and
you're like, stroking it and said, I said I love you and hug you and call you George, and now you hurting.
Yeah, if she looks like she can, he'll attempt in his own way to build trust. Yeah, sure. Thanks, Lucy.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do my best. Here we go. Oh, wow. This is not going to endear you to her at all. She got a moderate fumble. So actually what happens is she fixed it. It's fantastic.
I'm gonna love this. This is great.
Yeah, she fixed it. It was a great job. And the head of the sledgehammer will definitely not fall off the next time you swing it.
Oh, love it.
Ask anyone. About halfway. So after that, she'll, because you don't know that it's not such a great job. She'll sort of sit with you and talk with you, and she'll suggest you wander around the camp together and sort of talk. And she'll talk quite freely about how she was a raider. And you said earlier, you regret some of the things you had to do in city. She explains how she regrets some of the things she had to do as a raider. How awful it was for her to be married to Galileo. What kind of things he did to people. He made her help and watch and participate. Torture. The various things that I'm sure you can imagine raiders do. All of this, based on your experience, all of this fairly checks out. So, none of it sounds ridiculously unrealistic. And
raiders. I can't believe that. Okay, yeah, it does.
Do you want to roll me an intelligence persuasion? You don't have either of those. Just to see if she's lying, right?
Yeah.
You're rolling 4 dice, so intelligence and luck, and you've got to roll 10s.
No ones, no 10s.
She seems to be relatively on the level. Like some of them sound like more extreme examples, but you've had experience of meeting raiders before. It all sounds plausible. You believe her when she says she doesn't want to be around Galileo anymore. She says it's because he was abusive and, she just wants to be away. And you see no reason to disbelieve her.
So are the raiders like the Reavers in Firefly?
No, they're more kind of Mad Maxy. If you saw Fury Road, kind of more like those guys. Not quite as well organized, but same kind of principle.
The guitar.
Yeah, the Lord
no guitar.
Cronies.
Anyway, about halfway through your shift, the rain starts pouring down. Just heavy rain.
Is this like a bad acid rain situation, or
just heavy rain.
Okay.
Before long, you start hearing a few lightning strikes.
Do we have something we can set up? Something to take cover, or?
Yeah, I mean, you've got tents and stuff, so you could sit under a tent.
All right. Well, actually, I don't know if the rain bothers him. It's probably when he gets clean.
Probably the only way he gets cleaned.
Yeah, he'll
and let's face it, we know she smells like a sewage work, so she probably needs.
Yeah, but it was a sewage farm. I felt bad still, even though I hate it. I felt like that wasn't a fair statement.
It's a situation where we want to collect water.
I will try and avoid sitting near anything tall that will attract lightning strikes and just be wet.
Okay.
You put your sledgehammer over your head like an umbrella.
Yeah.
So what she does is she actually moves one of the tents so it's facing in the direction of you, and sits inside the tent, so she can see out, but not getting wet.
Are we good on water supplies? It's a situation where we may want to collect some water.
You would have set up water collectors for exactly this kind of circumstance as part of just standard setting up.
Gotcha.
I should say, just for the benefit of anyone watching, this is, water is absolutely something you can run out of in this game. Because we're only doing a single 4-hour session, I don't want to focus too much on the really small details, so I'm just kind of skipping that. As I'm skipping food as well, because she magically had enough food for everyone. After about an hour of the rain, it's still going on. Your shift is now over.
Okay. Well, we will wake up. It's Jack and Keith.
No, Jack and Jewel.
Jack and Jewel.
Yeah.
She'll sort of point, like from inside the tent, she'll sort of point at Jewel's tent, and you and at Jewel's tent, and she'll head off towards Jack's.
Okay.
She doesn't want to get anywhere near Jewel. Jack, Lucy kind of knocks on your tent. You don't really pay attention. There's rain falling. She'll open it and sort of shake you awake and just be like, "Hey, shift change."
Oh, okay.
All right. Anything happened so far tonight?
Rain.
Oh, just 1 more hour. So, just 10 more minutes, Mom. 10 more minutes, Ma.
How does, before I wake her up, how does she look? Like, because Jewel got badly burned yesterday.
She didn't get badly burned. Her clothes got a bit singed.
Yeah, I got.
Well, and she was mostly dead for a bit.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was mostly dead.
We needed
she
Billy
was injured,
Crystal.
but not by the fire.
Okay, but would Keith did enough to keep her? Like, would she? Would because I said I see Thud is trying to write off some of the red in his ledger. Would extra sleep help her?
Yeah, might do. Yeah.
All right, then Thud will just power through and take the second watch with Jack.
Okay.
Get to sleep.
Okay.
We don't need you tired in the morning.
So Jewel, you're going to heal 1 more health damage thanks to resting.
Awesome. Thank you.
And also your stamina problem will go away.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thud,
Ma,
get some sleep. I got it.
I don't know, boss. It's not good to watch alone.
Yeah, it's not good to have you tired in the morning. I don't need you dragging us down.
He's going to be talked out of it.
I'll be fine. I'm like an old. Do we know about horses?
Yeah.
Well, I am
horses
literally a workhorse. It won't focus, but it says workhorse right there, so
it does.
Horses.
All right. Well, actually, you are the boss, and you give an order. It's like fine. Well, I'll hand it to him. I'll say, "Hey, look, Lucy fixed my hammer," and I'm gonna give him my hammer and go to bed.
Alright.
It
I'll
visually looks fixed.
I'll be watching, and I'm going to do just general equipment maintenance on our stuff.
Sure.
Sure, I have something you can actually fix, but I'm asleep. I can't tell you. Damn.
Well, I mean, this would probably be standard operating procedure for us.
It probably would. So, bear in mind, when you try to fix something, if you do not entirely fix it, it will fall apart.
Oh, he's the one doing it, so I blame him.
Yeah, no. If you do not entirely fix it, it can never be fixed again. If you fix it to full, it's okay.
Well, if it doesn't shoot, I can still hit you with it, right?
Yeah, until it falls apart in your hands.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty good at it, and I'd probably be able to judge whether I can field fix things or not.
So I think that all of the weapons that got... Well, I think there's only one weapon that actually took damage, apart from the sledgehammer, which is the rifle.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and the rock didn't take any damage. Congratulations.
So, can I give
so
the
rifle and the rifle only took 1 damage, I think.
Okay. And so yeah, check that and check the hammer, and I just go through all of our equipment while I'm paying, attention to what's going on around us every once in a while.
So the hammer looks fixed. The hammer looks fixed, and I told you it was fixed, so probably you wouldn't mess with it.
So
unless you have reason to believe it's not fixed.
Well, it's being repaired by somebody I don't know on her skill, but it's a hammer, so it's not complicated. It's different than if the rifle were being claimed.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So it'll be an intelligence engineering, and you only need the 1 success to fix the rifle.
No failures.
And what's my target number?
7.
Okay, I'm at 4.
Okay, rifle is fixed. Obviously, you still only have the 1 ammo, but the rifle is fixed.
Yeah. Yes, but you never know when you find more ammo, you can't find rifles.
Oh, wait, did Jewel fire her gun?
You may like it.
Yes, Jewel fired her gun.
All right, you can do that one too.
I fired once.
Yeah. You can do that one too. You guys are low on ammo.
I've got 3 successes.
I started low on ammo.
One of us knows where there's a full clip of ammo.
Yeah, that's true. Your handgun is repaired.
Awesome.
Okay, so
when I check the hammer, is there any roll that I can do to just see if it's in good condition or not?
Yeah, you could roll an intelligence engineering.
Okay.
Lucy sabotaged it.
I'm only at 1 success on that.
It looks okay. I mean, it's a hammer.
Yeah.
How could you possibly get this wrong? It's not that difficult.
Oh, I think we have one of us here who could have.
Yeah.
He's a genuinely good person without the hammer. Everything's a hammer. When you have a hammer, everything's a nail.
Okay, so is there anything else you guys Thud, did you stay up or did you sleep?
Actually, if the boss ordered him to go to sleep, he'd probably, kind of grumpily stay up for half an hour to an hour and then go to bed tired.
Okay.
So he's slightly less sleep than normal, if you want to play with that.
No, that's cool. If you had no sleep, then I would have done something. But no, if you do go to bed. So is there anything else that you want to do, Jack, while you're keeping an eye out?
Those are the main things. Is just work on the equipment, and just get up and do circuits every once in a while I'm working on things.
Okay, roll me a wits investigation then.
If there's anything, if I can make any, with supplies that we've got, make any bullets or anything like that, definitely trying that. Wits
you don't have anything. You don't have anything that would make.
That's a miraculous skill, man. That'd be awesome.
You need the right stuff, unfortunately.
Well, the right stuff, and bullets are probably valuable as all hell. I mean, those are. Oh, man.
I'm looking at 3 successes.
Okay. There is a lightning strike relatively close to you that does seem to have set the forest somewhat on fire.
Oh.
I say relatively close. It's a kilometer or 2 away. It's not.
And wake her up. I said, wake her up. She can't miss this. She'll be mad.
Fire?
The rain seems to put it out pretty quickly. It's really not too much of a threat.
All right, and is that the way we're going, or the way we're coming from, or
the way you're going?
All right, I'll kind of note the general area I think that happened in.
Yeah. Okay. And the remainder of your shift passes relatively quietly. It's still raining when the sun's up and people start to get up. It's still raining. You guys, I'm guessing, pack up the camp, unless anyone wants to do anything before you leave.
Collect our water supplies. Head out. Try and get an early start.
Cool.
Should I check
Lucy
for
is very
frogs
much in favor of this. You check for frogs.
Bad joke.
Why?
In case it was raining frogs.
Yeah, in case it was raining
frogs.
Why
would it be raining frogs?
Hallelujah.
Because it's an apocalypse.
Not that kind of apocalypse.
I mean, in Watchmen it rains squid. In this world it might rain frogs.
Hallelujah.
What if it rained dolphins?
Or men?
Well, it sounds like we'd have a great dinner then.
Oh boy, yeah, no kidding. Dolphin tastes great. High five.
Okay, I can make shampoo now.
Okay.
It's like seaman. It tastes a lot like, dolphin.
So yeah, pack up and head out.
You pack up and head out. I'm gonna say that going on the road is pretty miserable for everyone. So I'd like everyone to roll a double willpower, please.
Okay. Wow.
Target number?
7 or better, and I'm looking for at least 3 successes.
Well, I have a lot of dice on this one, so I have a good chance.
2.
I got 4 successes.
Cool.
And 2 ones.
Ooh.
Anyone get less than 3 successes apart from Thud?
Right here.
Oh no.
Oh, the Boy Scout gets the less 3. That's not fair.
Yeah, that was 3 successes, 1-1.
Yeah, that's fine. So, Jack, you're going to...
I got one as well. Sorry, I missed it. So.
All right. Okay. Jack, you're going to get -1 willpower, and Eliza, you did not get 3 successes.
Well, I got 4 successes and a 1.
4. You're fine. The ones don't matter unless it's more ones than successes.
I just want to make sure I was clear with this.
I keep forgetting.
No,
It would be fair to when I killed Lucy, I cheated it all.
Indeed. I look forward to this.
Not like I do.
Okay, so you're all feeling a bit drab and depressed. It's not fun walking long distances in the rain. No one likes that. Everyone roll me a willpower and investigation.
I'm actually going to put... Nah, I'm not going to yet.
You can't...
Is
you can
7
do
threshold?
an investigation, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Still
going to...
7 threshold?
7 thresholds, yeah.
Ooh.
3. No,
3,
4.
3.
4, 3.
3.
3 for Keith and Thud.
A single success.
1. Okay, those of you with a single success, you're sick and tired of this. You really are. But it looks like there's nothing too threatening going on. 2 successes. Anyone?
Yep.
No. Yes. 2 successes. You're looking around in the forest. You're very aware that you can't hear things moving through the undergrowth so clearly anymore with the heavy rain coming down, right? So you're very aware of that, and you're using your eyes accordingly. 3 successes.
Me.
You are certain you can hear some sort of noise, but you can't put your finger on it.
Okay.
I should say this is like an hour after you've been trudging through the rain, right? So, an hour into the day. And with 4 successes, you can also hear this noise, and you are able to somewhat identify it. It sounds like an engine. As in, like a car.
A car engine, like a helicopter engine, or, okay.
Something,
engine,
right? And it seems to be heading towards you from behind.
All right, so I'm going...
It could be a lawnmower.
Could be lots of stuff. I'm going to warn everybody that I think that Galileo's here with his engine.
She is...
It sounds just like the car that she got out of, man.
She is going to jump immediately off the road, jump into the bushes, and hide in the bushes. Lucy just dives off the road and into some bushes.
Okay.
Instantly.
Tire up. Let's go carry her.
Every time.
No, I think I will follow her and tell everybody that, hey, I hear an engine, and it sounds... that's exactly right there. Hey, there's a picture there from Mad Max. It sounds like a Mad Max engine. How's that? It has a sputtery sound of screaming.
Engine. I'm not going to say what kind of engine it sounds like. It sounds like
an engine. Put a picture in chat of that, and it made me go crazy.
I'm
sorry about that
as well.
Ed,
off the road.
Are we leaving tracks on the road? How muddy
the road is tarmacked. The road is tarmacked. So no, you're okay.
Get off the road and try and make certain that nobody is, as they're hitting the non-tarmac section, that basically make a decent movement off so that your footprints don't.
You don't have footprints right on the edge of the road. Okay, everyone roll me a double dexterity.
Okay.
Everyone who wants to do that is. If you don't want to do that, then say so.
Well, are there we're in a post-apocalyptic world, so are there abandoned cars that I'm assuming aren't going to be running, but are there abandoned cars and machinery on this road itself?
Not on this road.
Okay.
Not in the vicinity, no.
Sure. So you want us to roll double dexterity?
Double dexterity to dive off the road. You dive off the road into some bushes. You make a hole in the bushes, but like roll around, and you're all muddy, so no one's going to spot you.
I had 8 dice. I rolled 2 1s, no successes. With
cool.
8 dice, 2 1s, no successes.
Jack and Eliza, you dive off the road into some bushes. How about Thud? How did you do?
I rolled 1 success.
1 success. You also dive off the road. Jewel, you refuse to dive into the muddy bushes. So what you do is you just sort of step off the road, just like you leave some tracks off the road.
Yeah.
And then kind of crouch down in the bushes. Now you're the last person to do this, so everyone else is busy hiding in the bushes, so they don't notice.
You pick up a stick and you scrawl in Lucy and then point an arrow.
Yeah, an arrow. Yeah.
I was also going to say, just go back to remember at the beginning conversation about purposeful falls. Yeah, just flashback scene about the talk about purposeful falls.
And you don't want to do that, so you didn't fall.
Never seen me fall.
Fair enough. So, you guys are all hiding in the bushes, and you're kind of watching the road as best you can.
I'm watching Lucy because I'm making sure. She went in the bushes first, and that's where I went, that direction. So,
how close to her are you?
Well, I'm going to say I'm close enough to follow her, but not in range to smack her. To be fair.
A few meters away. Okay, got it. Fair enough. Okay, so you're watching Lucy. Everyone else is watching the road. So anyone watching the road can roll me an intelligence and investigation to see what's going on.
Sure.
Yeah,
as you're watching Lucy, is there anything in particular you're looking for while you're watching Lucy?
I'm looking for her to like she's waiting for something to happen. It hasn't happened yet. Like she knows that she's a place because she was pretty quick out of there. We said the name, but usually she'd argue about that guy when Galileo. This time she like leapt off the road like she was like terrified. I'm telling you, I think we're set up.
Okay.
And if we're not, we should take it out on her anyway because she looked to be funny.
Because you don't like her and she smells bad.
I don't not dislike her anymore. She's like kind of like my nemesis.
What's the threshold? And I allocated 1 to investigation. I called that out.
I saw that. Yeah.
I know the threshold isn't 0, so I failed.
It's 7.
7?
I got my eyes closed and I'm praying, so I'm not even rolling.
I have 3 successes on a 7.
Is this investigation?
It is into investigation.
Okay.
Big goose egg, Ed.
You are too busy hiding your honestly fairly massive body.
I'm using the wolf cape as camouflage.
And I'm taking it a little too easy, apparently, after my double 1s earlier.
And properly built. Okay. So what happens is you guys who are looking and don't get 0 successes see 2 motorbikes side by side drive past. The way that you're not supposed to travel on a road on a motorbike, that thing, they're doing that. Eliza, you're watching Lucy, so you see her kind of look and then stiffen and sort of do this. As kind of even a moment after they go past, right? So, like at that closest point, she goes.
Okay. Did I recognize anything about them? Look like anything I would recognize or know or expect?
They look like 2 people on motorbikes. You weren't looking at them. Everyone else was. You were looking at Lucy.
Okay, I could hear them, but she looked definitely like afraid.
She looked afraid.
To be honest, it seems like we could use those motorbikes, so I'm tempted to step out and say, "Hey, boys!"
No, they do your falling trick.
Yep, do a falling trick. Sure. But yeah, I think actually, I think we could use those motorbikes. So since I am the least hidden, I think that my party might ambush them if I step out. So yeah, I'm gonna step out. And
hang on. You don't know that you're the least hidden.
Oh well, I was the one that didn't jump into bushes. So okay.
But you figured it didn't matter, right?
Yeah, it didn't matter. So one way or another, I'm gonna step out.
Okay.
All right, this is great.
Before they drive past, so you've kind of undone the things that I said.
After they've driven past, I look at the fact that they're motorcycles. I'm like, motorcycles would be useful, and I'll step out and I'll be like, hey boys, and then I'll be like, I'll just get to their
what would happen? Let's see.
Well, guys are also notoriously.
Okay, you step out and say, hey boys, and nothing happens. They're still driving.
Okay.
They're still driving. Unless you want to do something a little more dramatic to attract their attention.
Family show.
Yeah, I don't want to damage the vehicle, but yeah, I'll see about winging one of them with a handgun.
That's going to be pretty impressive. They're going at 60 miles an hour. Yeah, good luck.
I'll put my other one into gunnery.
Okay, roll me a wits and gunnery. Your threshold is going to be 10, because you are at extreme long range.
Okay. One success, which means I get an extra die, and that was a 1, so 1 success.
Okay, you shoot one of them with a gun. Roll me
Jack
one.
Swears.
1 dice for damage.
Okay, 1 die for damage. A 9.
Okay, right. You have successfully winged one of them with your handgun.
Okay.
Pay attention now.
And then I call out.
Yeah, this guy skids to a halt.
And then
turns
I call
his
out,
bike around.
Didn't your mothers teach you any manners? You stop for a lady.
Okay.
Okay.
So they start accelerating back towards you. Is anyone else jumping out?
No, I'm watching her.
She's on her own.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to.
You want to see chivalry in action? Watch this. Nothing happened here.
I'm getting ready with my shock stick, but I need them in melee.
Yep.
They're heading back out. This would be amazing. I can't leave her in the road to be run down and killed by two guys on motorcycles.
You guys are all sir.
Thud will charge out, brandishing its awesome repaired sledgehammer.
Okay. You're all very stupid. I'm just saying.
Right, I'm not.
For the record. No, I mean, Thud, you're being heroic. I get that.
I'm not being heroic either. Damn it. I'm being lumped in with them.
Okay, so as the guy who turned around approaches, he's firing an assault rifle in your general direction. And neither of you are wearing armor, are you?
Cool. Could I, as he's doing this, use my evil card crack and have that thing break?
No, it has to be yours.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, it has to be your piece of equipment.
So, can I basically, utilize some cover that I'm near?
No, you literally ran out, fired your gun, went, "Hey, boys!"
Sure, that's fine.
Didn't your mother teach you? No, they turn around, they come back, they're firing their assault rifle at you.
Okay.
Both of you are going to, Jewel, you're going to take 3 health damage and full pain damage, and you're bleeding, you're dying.
Okay.
Thud, I'm afraid you take 1 health and full pain damage. You are also bleeding and dying, but you did manage to get her in the ribs and struggle off the road and fall into the bushes on the other side of the road.
Hold on, if you said I only took 4, then I'm not quite dying yet.
All 9 pain?
Yeah, all of your pain damage,
okay.
1 health. And for Jewel, it's 3 health damage and all of your pain damage.
Okay, cool. So I am unconscious, but I'm, from the pain, but I'm still alive.
So for the people who are sort of following and wondering about the rules here, that was a kill threshold achieved on you guys. So what I do is you take the health damage that's dealt and full pain. You'll bleed out your health damage 1 at a time so you can be healed.
Okay.
Maybe. This was a really good plan, guys. Well done. Congratulations.
I pointed out in chat, a ambush needs a plan. There was no plan. So good plan is incorrect because that had to be a plan first. However, I admire the moxie still.
As these guys are coming, I'm ready to jump with my shock stick at them, though.
Mine was the reaction of a one intelligence brute to his friend being in danger.
Which I think is totally valid, by the way. In fact, you know what? I'm going to hit you with a +1 karma for your good deeds to date. Which means your
crack card.
You can't count that.
You do lose your cards. However, you now have the Jack of all trades points.
Oh.
Same as Jewel.
Okay. So that's 2
right?
points.
That's done her wonders.
2 points, any skill you like for 2 hours.
Should I survive?
Should you survive? So.
Are we doing initiatives?
It depends. What are you guys going to do? They drive up and sort of... The one guy drives up and screeches the halt. The other motorbikes kept going.
With my eyes closed and praying outside of them shots being fired, do I know anybody's injured?
No. You don't know anyone's injured.
I can continue hiding then. I just know shots going on.
You would have heard shots being fired, but you wouldn't have heard anyone be injured.
Right. If I would have saw it, I would have been obligated to go out there, but I don't know what's happening yet.
Like I said, I'm going to jump this guy when he gets close to us.
Okay, so...
that's it. I swear, there was no plan. I let that go by, and no one complained. I'm ready. I'm going to stand up, point at the bushes where Lucy is, and say... I'm going to say it nicely and bleep it. Who beep? Is this your beep? She's a real beep. Real loud point. Lucy, I'm going to say. And I'm going to smile at her like that.
Okay, so the guy is going to point his gun at you and open fire.
That's fine. Can you miss and get her?
I assume that you jump out the way when he does that.
I would probably do that, yeah.
I figured you might.
Thud might not, but I will.
Yes, indeed. Oh, wow. That is 2 health damage that you take.
That's it?
Yeah, you got lucky. He didn't hit
It's lucky you get shot, right?
One. Sorry?
As lucky as you can getting shot, I guess.
Well, yeah, he didn't hit his kill threshold, so he didn't die. That's pretty lucky. Okay, so you go, she's right here, basically. I've cleaned that up a bit.
Did any of the extra rounds hit her? Because I'm hoping.
No, none of the extra rounds hit her, because you're far enough away, right?
Yeah, that's true, I was.
There's quite an angle difference there. But he is going to move down into the bushes. Like, he gets off his bike.
She's rich.
Watching the bike. It's only Jack who's watching the bike at this point, because you dived out the way, Eliza. Jack, roll me a wits and investigation.
Okay. Threshold 7-2.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So he gets off his bike, and he heads down into the bushes where you pointed Lucy out.
She's rich.
Like I said, I'm planning on jumping this guy.
Yeah. Okay. Now we'll roll initiative, I think, because like you're approaching the point where you're going to jump him.
My speciality says I get to choose where I go on the initiative for the round.
That's correct. You can choose where you want to go.
Unless I know somebody's injured, like somebody made a cry or something, I'll go last. If I heard something, I'll go first.
You probably would have heard Lucy now go.
I don't know.
Well, and also you would have heard Eliza jump up and go, "Hey, she's right here, Lucy. She's right here."
Probably would have opened my eyes at this point and get an idea of what's going on. So I'll go first.
Okay, Keith first. I've got a 12 for Jack, which means okay, and everyone else is currently. Oh no, Eliza. Sorry, Eliza. How did you do?
11.
11. Okay.
This group has some crazy characters.
Well, honestly, the worst one is the one that we have to follow. She's
So, Keith, you are first.
Okay, who's the closest to me?
This guy is moving down into the bushes near where Lucy was. Eliza's dived to the side. She was shot. She's probably the closest to you. Thud and Jewel are going to be nowhere to be seen.
Who's injured that's not being approached by the bad guy?
Eliza. Eliza is... She dived out the way.
All right, I'll head toward Eliza if I can see them and they're injured.
Okay. Do you want to heal her?
I do.
Do you want to move quietly, or do you want to just crash through and get...
I brought a knife to a gunfight. I'm moving very quietly.
Roll me a dexterity and stealth to start with.
All right. What's the threshold?
7s, please.
1 for dexterity. What was the other stat you wanted me to roll? Stealth.
Do you have any of that? You
0.
do not.
Yeah. So 1.
Dexterity and luck.
And
you have to roll 10s then.
Well,
so if you're unskilled, you have threshold plus 3, which is 10s on a normal roll. As you've seen, the threshold does vary depending on how hard I think something is.
Right, then I've rolled not a 10 on anything then.
Okay, right. Your best attempt at stealth was not very stealthy. And he definitely heard you. However, you can roll an intelligence and medicine to... wits and medicine, I'm sorry, to try to heal Eliza.
All right. And the target number there?
Yeah, you got to be confident at this.
7s for that one. Have you got to be competent at that? Have you?
You got to be.
2.
Okay, you're going to heal 1 health damage.
All right.
Eliza.
All right. Thank you. I'll be begrudging. Thanks.
Okay.
I really appreciate that.
Spin around.
I was fine. Don't worry.
Okay, this guy is going to spin around and fire at Keith because he heard something moving behind him and he's high on adrenaline right now.
You still that
Keith, you take 2 health damage.
Okay, 2 health. Okay.
Jack.
I'm gunning at this guy using bullseye. So 3 successes to start with.
What are you going to do exactly? You're going to use your shock stick?
Shock stick.
Are you going to try and shock him, or just hit him?
Well, I'm assuming the kill damage is using the shock quality.
No,
of
the shock is just an extra thing that it does. The damage kill is without the shock.
I'm just going to use the shock stick then. So it's melee, and what is the attribute?
Strength for this one.
Sounds good.
You're coming out of nowhere, so he gets no defense.
And what about luck? How do we burn luck? I remember that from Lost Legend.
So you are allowed to use a luck point after you roll in order to add 2 successes, if you wish.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a reroll. 6. So 9 successes.
8, surely, if you burn a luck.
No, not with a luck, with bullseye.
Oh, with bullseye. Sorry. Yes, of course. Fine, no problem. Okay. Right, so roll 9 dice for damage. And I've got your new card right here.
I think he just exploded the guy's head.
I've got multiple 10s, so I think that I killed him.
You did indeed kill him.
Describe it. I'm ready now. My character's ready.
Okay. So, he fired.
I'm kind of going like this.
He fired, and he wasn't ready. He was standing quite near Lucy, who was sort of cowering and scared.
Where did he hit him?
Jack basically comes from a bush on the other side of the road, jumps over the road, sort of comes in and goes, right, straight down the middle, head sort of blood splatter goes everywhere. He is really quite dead.
I'm going to swoon. I'm swooning. I've got to use swoon a long time as a word that's out. I'm swooning. I'm definitely swooning.
Okay, you are swooning. You're very much enjoying yourself. And Jack, it's kind of icky. You don't usually get your hands quite this dirty, so roll me a double willpower. With the penalty, you have -1, don't you?
Yeah. Come on, I do odd jobs and just focused on making money. So I have an 8 and a 7 on my double willpower.
You're right. You saw this one time where this guy did this thing and it was way worse, so you're okay.
But it's still icky.
I've been covered in oil. It's just human oil.
The guy
it's pretty unpleasant.
Thud.
It's going to be this point when you kind of look around and take stock. So, Eliza, you are out of combat. Eliza is still slightly injured, I believe.
Yeah, but I'm angry and I'm kind of excited too because
Jewel and Thud are, you probably saw them, in the middle of the road and Thud died off the other side of the road. So you don't know how they are, Jack. And Eliza, you didn't see where they went. Jewel and Thud are unconscious and bleeding. In fact, could you both take 1 health damage, please?
Sure.
Okay.
Jack, Lucy is sort of cowering in the bushes. Sort of, she looks up at you with genuine gratitude in her eyes and says, "Thank you."
That was the time. That was your sign, man. Do it. Eyes marks, man. It's time.
I'm heading over to whichever one Pex isn't on to start bandaging these fools up.
Pex is on Eliza. Your shock stick is going to take 9 durability damage, of course.
Alright, so it has no check marks. Does that mean that...
that means you have 20. Yeah, it means you have 20. So you lose 9 of those 20. And in terms of batteries, you've burned 1 because you did try to electrocute them. Oh, no. Did you say
no,
you
didn't? No, I said
no. Okay, so...
really?
Because I was pretty sure with that bullseye that I was going to be able to drop the fool.
Hey, Pex, you're dead. Okay.
I got my rock.
Just inside, though. Like he's fine. Just inside because of all the bad karma.
Yeah, he died.
No, actually, he did get shot.
Yeah, I took 2
and he is down.
But he's dead?
No, he's not down. He just took damage. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I took 2. Have 8.
Can you still carry a rock?
Uh-huh.
So,
I head over to Thud and I'm gonna bandage him.
Intelligence and medicine for that, please. Keith, what are you gonna do?
I'm
Where
dying.
the bad guys at now? You're dying.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see
good cause?
Or
Eliza got shot. You got shot. Jack is fine. The guy who Jack caved in his head with the shock stick is less than fine, and Thud and Jewel are both bleeding out and dying.
And there's motorcycles.
And there is a motorcycle in the middle of the road.
Man, this could be like going in the sunset.
So tempting, but I'm a good guy.
That's your problem, isn't it?
It says so on my sheet. So I would go up to Jewel, assuming they're not focused on her. They're focused on the living that are fighting.
No, there's no one else still around.
Fight's over.
That was it.
You missed it, dude.
I'll go to Jewel first, and then.
Okay, intelligence and medicine for Jewel.
I've got 3 successes. I'm going to burn luck to bring that up to 5 successes on my medicine on Thud.
Thud, you're going to heal 1 health damage and 3 pain damage.
All right.
Which I think brings you up to full health, doesn't it?
No, I was at 1 health. You did 1 more. I'm back up to 1, and I got 6 pain damage on me now.
Okay, that's cool. That works.
3 from me.
Jewel, you heal 1 health and 1 pain.
Okay.
I'm the worst medic ever.
You're really, really hurting.
Mm-hmm.
You're conscious, but you're really, really hurting.
Yeah.
Now that you can tell Keith where it hurts, Keith, I'll let you roll another intelligence and medicine if you want to.
I will.
What gun did he? What gun did he shoot at me? Was it a rocket launcher?
It was an assault rifle.
Okay. I didn't see this. Sorry. Doc, I swear I didn't see that rifle, or I wouldn't have stepped out to try and get us some bikes.
Oh, gosh, okay.
I tell her to hold on to the rock while I treat her wounds, to focus on that instead of the pain.
Bite down on the rock, maybe.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm biting down on the rock.
She's trying to explain why she did something dumb? That's awesome.
I rolled 1 success, and then I rolled 1-1, so...
You heal 1 more pain damage.
Okay.
That's the best you're going to get. Could you please roll me a double stamina, Jewel?
Sure thing.
Is Thud awake as well?
Thud is awake.
Okay, cool.
Thank God. Our moral center is here. He's awake. That's not you, Keith.
But literally looks over his shoulder.
I know, but yeah, that's what makes you the moral center, because you don't know.
7, 8, 10, 10.
That'll do.
And 2.
That'll
was the
do.
last number, because
you are in a lot of pain, but you are functioning.
Okay.
Keep focusing on the rock.
Yeah, I blew a really good roll to focus on her rock. Unfortunately, could have used that
in
for
fairness,
a nice later.
Pretty much defines
In
it
fairness,
all.
if you'd done badly, you would have had a negative stamina penalty. So, okay. Right. People are generally Keith, you could have a go at both Thud. Well, all 3 of Thud, yourself, and Eliza, if you wish.
Can I aid him?
You can, if you have instruction, and I don't remember.
I'm going to start with Thud here.
You do not. You can have a go at healing someone, but it would be instead, not as well.
And I'm thinking he's going to be.
Come give a go at healing theoretically. That's what I'll do.
I'm going to go and start salvaging on the guy. I want the gun, I want his ammo, and supplies.
Oh, do a smart thing.
I 1 success for Thud.
Okay.
I'm going to do myself next.
Thud, you're going to heal 1 more pain damage.
Okay.
Jack, roll me an intelligent survival, please.
And 1 success for myself.
You don't have any pain damage, do you? Just health.
It's just health damage. Am I not allowed to heal that?
You cannot heal that with 1 success. It's 2 to 1 for health.
Gotcha. And who was the next person that was injured?
It was Eliza.
All right.
But, the 1 success, you've bandaged up your wounds and stuff, you just haven't actually done any practical health benefit.
Sounds right.
And 2 successes for Eliza.
1 health damage healed for Eliza.
I rolled 9 times for each person.
Oh, where were
Hex, we need to start
How
having
did you
your
do all the
rock roll.
salvage?
Next time you roll, just say it's the rock rolling, and watch. It's going to be all
I make a
10.
dice out of the rock. That's a good plan.
I think better to help the General Hospital, man. PEX, this is you can't play a cleric ever when you're with look. Sorry, I didn't put the real life in there, but that's not allowed anymore.
Jack, how did salvaging go?
Okay, so is that int salvage?
Survival, yeah.
Int survival, yeah. 2 successes.
Okay, you're able to salvage a single round of 7.62mm ammunition. You are not able to salvage the assault rifle. It seems it was damaged when he fell on it and it broke. And he seems to be out of ammo.
Okay.
Just so everyone knows, salvage is related to how many successes you get on your salvage roll. That was pretty poor. You need to roll 6 successes to salvage an assault rifle. So.
But
7.62mm ammo is good for Eliza, but no one else.
Okay.
And the brass is good for the people on the other hand. Yeah, I will take that, but not my for the Lucy. Because I have the thing I want to talk to her about. She said she didn't even knew those people. I'm suspicious still. Who were they?
Okay.
Did you steal from them too?
No, not 2. I mean.
Not 2.
I mean, that was part of the Great Collective steal. What do you want to know?
You have been you've been in a situation with 5 people who could have killed you by incompetence, intent, or just plain indifference. Yet you were afraid of 2 guys on a motorcycle when you're in the bushes. There was
I'm not afraid of any of
you.
them.
You owe them money.
I could probably kill all of you before blinking if I wanted to.
Oh.
I don't want to because I'm paying you to take the risks while we make this insane journey.
You vastly overpaid for the entertainment. No.
That's true. That's very true. And I'm starting to regret actually agreeing to do this.
So am I. Because honestly, you can't be shocked because I missed. You can't be punched in the face because you dodged. I'm going to regret this too.
I can't tell if you're trying to make up with her or still just
I can't either. I'm saying this. I'm torn inside. I go 2 ways, I want the money, but yet I also want. It's just terrible.
Okay. Well, do you have any specific questions?
Yeah. Who? Was that your boyfriend? Is that why you were left? Were they looking for you because you're some kind of terrible social relationship? Is that why the noble Galileo was having a look for you?
That guy is Janus. He is Galileo's right-hand man.
So that's who you're having. That's who you're having an affair with.
No. What? What are you talking about?
Well, it's obvious.
What's obvious?
You're a tramp.
What?
Oh, I'm
Seriously?
sorry.
What?
No,
what the hell?
It's obvious to me because I knew of Galileo. Everybody told me he's a noble man. Noble.
I have no idea how to even respond to that. You've never met him, and you think you know him better than his wife.
Yes.
That man there.
I know you.
If he had found me,
I feel for him.
If he had found me, and I did note that you tried to point him in my direction.
Yes, because I feel he's noble.
He would have tortured me.
No soul, he feels for all men.
He would have tortured me before taking me back to Galileo. Janus is an insane sadist who just enjoys torturing people for no reason.
I get it. See, that's where I know him from.
Sadist con.
Hang on.
We don't talk about Sadist Club. First rule.
The dead guy is Galileo's right-hand man?
Correct.
Oh, we need to move because they're going to send
Yeah,
guys they're going to send guys that look like me to start feeding people eyeballs.
Right. I did see that Jack was going to head over to the bike.
Yeah, well, I was trying to wait for the role playing, but that is definitely my first priority because that's the whole reason I stepped out was I want the bike.
Yeah, I get that, but Jack, A, is a mechanic, and B, is actually, like, not recovering from being almost dead.
I get that.
So
that's the
I'm
smart
giving
thing.
him
Go ahead.
priority for now. How the bike gets divided up when you're done with looking at it, I will leave to you guys.
Well, before he takes it apart, though, does it have a bucket seat and does it have a double seat?
It does not have a double seat. Sorry, it has a double seat, as in you could fit 2 people on it.
Yeah, but not a bucket.
It does not have a sidecar. No.
Okay, the sidecar, yeah. Okay.
Take the gas and make a bomb.
By the way, I do take the rifle, even though it's broken.
You can take the rifle that's broken. Cool, no problem. So what do you want to do with the bike as you approach it? I mean,
I want to check the supplies on it and see the condition. He stopped the bike, and we didn't do shooting, so it should be fine.
That is true. Do you want to start the bike, or what do you want to do?
Does key or anything like that?
Yeah, there's a key. It's in the bike.
Generally just check the bike over and see. These people are probably psychopaths that rig them to explode or something if they're not started in the right way.
Probably. Roll me an intelligence drive.
I don't think that I actually drive. I just believe in fixing things. So that's int and luck.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Int and engineering then. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm fine with engineering. Yeah.
19.
Looks fine. There's a key. It's in the thing. What? Like you looked, you can't see any obvious booby traps. I'll put it that way.
Cool. I don't need to start it because I'm not the driver. I'm hoping somebody can drive.
Fair enough. On it, there's really not a lot of stuff. There's some food, some water.
I take them.
Sure, you add it to your collection. They were clearly prepared for a journey of a day or two, which tracks with roughly how far away you believe. My words aren't working. How far away Galileo's raider gang is supposed to be?
Yeah.
Yeah, to the port. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What about more ammo?
Or
there's no more ammo. There is some injection. There's enough for about a week.
We used a lot of that up. So.
Yep.
All right, that's what I had. Oh, by the way, so bandages. Do I get rid of one of the check marks, or do I make another check mark?
Okay. No, get rid of one. I realise that's mildly inconsistent. It's just the way I drew up the sheets. Yeah.
Do they have any med kits or bandages on their bike? On the bike?
There are no med kits or bandages on the bike.
Okay.
He's better at putting bullets into people, Lucy explains.
I like to look at the bodies from a medical point of view to see if they're malnourished or well-fed or if they have any scarifications on them.
Sure, roll me an intelligence medicine. Interesting idea.
7.
He is not malnourished. Actually, he's really pretty well fed for someone in the post-apocalypse. He, on the other hand, he has scar tissue over about 30% of his body. Bullet holes, stab wounds, burn marks,
exploded
nasty
head
stuff. He also has a caved-in head, but you weren't really paying that much attention to that. He's clearly had a really bad broken bone at some point, which has healed badly. Yeah, I mean, he's in functional shape. He's well fed, but he's clearly been in his share of fights.
Now, the scarifications, can I tell how old they might be? If it's recent or not?
They vary from 20, 30 years old to present.
All right. I point out the oddity is that this guy is like well fed to everybody. He's not like your typical scavenger type that I can tell.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
If anybody has any comments on said things.
So.
Well, of course they're well fed. They've got a gang. They're hitting everybody on the roads. They're part of the Raiders. They keep their men well fed.
And he is Galileo's right-hand man. That's what Lucy told you.
And you believe that. All right.
And there weren't any tattoos or anything on these guys, or marks or anything? Just scars?
Well, there's a brand that mocks him, part of Galileo's. Like everyone. Lucy even has one as well on her back.
Gotcha.
Tramp stamp?
No, on the shoulder.
I told you all.
A butterfly on her lower back.
Wow.
Apparently.
No,
That's Galileo's stamp.
Again, I almost said something on the show. I didn't want to say it. Quiet.
You mean it's not a telescope?
Does Lucy look to be in the same kind of condition that these guys are? A little overfed and lots of scars?
Broadly, yeah. I mean, maybe less well fed. You'd guess that she's been out of this for a month or two. You know, not quite so well fed for a month or two. But broadly reasonably well nourished. Yeah, I mean, and yes, fair amount of scars. She's clearly been in her share of scrapes. Probably quite a few less than Jamis, actually. Again, I'm assuming that you take what she's saying as read. You can name him Steve if you like. But the man who she identifies as Jamis has more scars than she does.
Yeah.
But like all of you have scars. All of you have been shot or stabbed or burned. Particularly anyone who has been anywhere near Jewel has been burned.
And also, like I said, Jewel's got one arm that keeps getting attacked over and over and over again. One of these days, Pex is just
it's
gonna have
hanging
to
by a thread at this point, right?
It's gonna have to get amputated at some point.
But if you give a new metal arm, that's awesome. Those are cool.
You really need to add the nickname Friendly Fire to her character sheet.
Yes.
You gave me kind of a nutter, so I'm playing that nutter to the hilt.
So there you go. That's pretty much everything that you get off him. I mean, 7 successes is fantastic. I feel like you got a decent return on that.
Right.
Yeah. Why don't you have 7 successes when you heal them?
I'm intelligent. I'm not.
Whoa! Hey, hold on.
My hands get shaky when I'm wrapping the bandages.
Yeah, hey, you're intelligent, but you're squeamish, right?
Exactly.
Oh,
God. I just can't help it.
I so should have chosen Jack.
He fades sign blood.
Yeah, it'll come to him. It'll come to him.
I should have chosen Jack.
I would miss the fire.
All right, well, one of us could take this bike. I don't like the idea of us separating in this situation very much because I don't bitch. We're all 6 of us aren't fitting on this bike.
Correct.
And it's noisy. We were able to hear it.
Yeah.
I think we're going to push it off into the bush and hide it for later, so we have lots of money when we get back, more, and do something with it, and then just keep going.
Jack, do you know if it'd be more valuable to sell in parts or in a whole?
Well,
more valuable as a whole. A working motorbike is very valuable.
It's good money if we can keep it in good condition. I know that Jewel, she could probably use the petrol that's in it.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking.
Yeah,
but then you won't be driving it anywhere.
I'm taking the gas. If we're not taking it with us, I'm taking the gas. Yes.
Fire. You won't be driving it anywhere if you do.
Cleansing fire.
So it depends on if people want
separate, because I don't. If we separate, I don't trust you or her to get paid, and I've been shot, hit, insulted. I kind of feel that something's got to come out of this, and it can't be my inevitable death. So if we separate, there's trouble.
Then let's.
So I think I should have the most likely to go
for a second there. I thought I heard you say something has to come out of this, and it can't be my inevitable death. Is that accurate?
Well, it was a okay. It was
Did I hear that right?
Poetic license.
I see.
So,
it can't be your inevitable death. Challenge accepted.
Well,
so then
that's
let's
not fair
hide
because damn it.
So we'll grab the supplies off of it. We'll take the gasoline out of it.
I took
We'll hide
supplies already.
Yeah. I'll take the gasoline and because I can make use of it. And yeah.
What are you storing it in?
Well, I've got a gas container because before we left, I do have a gas container for it. And
you sure that the woman didn't steal it off you?
I'm sure it's been it's a big container, and it's been acting as my pillow. The
You
other
jumped
thing
in front
I'm
of a
going to do.
motorcycle for no reason.
Wait.
I thought Eliza was a sadist, not a paranoid psychopath as her quirk.
No, hang on.
Well,
I'm stopping you. I'm stopping you on that one other thing, which is you've been using a fuel can as your pillow. What?
Well, or leg pillow at least.
It keeps her warm at night.
Yeah, it does. I'm a pyro.
Well, I
I'm
think
a little bit of a
Alice is
nutter.
fumes.
The other thing I want to do, by the way, is go to the dead body of the biker, and I'm going to take a bunch of his clothes.
Now you're talking.
I'll use it for something flammable for later.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I'll let you take some rags.
Okay, I'll have rags now.
What do you want to do with the bike? So you siphon the gas out into your can.
Yep.
What do you want to do with the bike?
Hide it in the bushes and then
push off the side of the road. Do our best to hide it. Yeah.
Yeah, and remember where it is, so we'll come back to it.
Same with the body.
Okay, who is
hide the body?
Who is doing the pushing?
I'll push.
I'm big and strong.
I'll watch.
Okay. Thud and Jack both roll me double strength.
And dumb because I know it'll blow up now, which is exactly how Thud's going out.
Now, I have workhorse, which is 50% increased encumbrance. Does that affect my push capability?
I am going to give you a 5 threshold because that's a very good point. You don't eat people in general unless you are extremely desperate. And right now, with the amount of food you have, you are not extremely desperate. Unless any of you want to come out as a cannibal.
No. I'm a little bit of a nutter. You gave me a nutter, but
yeah.
Double strength?
Double strength.
Threshold is 7?
Threshold is 7 for Thud. And 5 for
You
Jack.
can do this in your sleep, man.
9. Awesome.
I had so many 10s.
I'm at 6.
Yeah, okay. You you both sort of get the bike and start pushing it. The minute the wheel makes one full revolution, the whole thing explodes.
Fully expected.
So I want Thud and Jack to roll me 3 dice, please. And tell me about anything that is over 4 and anything that's over 6.
Brandon.
The remainder of you, please roll 1 dice, because you're all close enough, you're all watching. Please roll 1 dice.
I rolled a 3. And Brandon, I thought you checked to see if it was booby-trapped already.
I did. I didn't check very well. I still think I still think his sledgehammer is fine. I've got a 6 and a 9.
A 6 and a 9, right.
I got a 3.
Okay.
2 6s and a 9.
2 6s and a 9. So, Jack and Thud, you both take 3 health damage and full pain damage. You're down. Keith, how did you do?
I rolled a 1.
You take no damage. Eliza.
I rolled a 3.
You take no damage. So no one else takes any damage because Lucy also rolled a 1.
And now
so basically, you guys are pushing it, and then the wheel sort of rotates around, and I guess there's like a spark that's visible to you guys. You all sort of instinctively dive back or to the ground, and the bike explodes.
Thud goes thud.
Thud does indeed go thud, as indeed does Jack. You are both quite badly injured and bleeding, but not quite dead.
Okay.
Do they have brass on them?
I go a healing.
Go ahead and heal. Who
Oh.
are you healing first?
Can I attempt to assist him in any way? Like, he can tell me to, hold pressure down on a wound or something?
You don't have any instruction. You can roll an intelligence and luck and try.
I'll do that.
You'll win. You'll get it. I know you will. He'll get all fails, but you'll get 3, and then he'll get 7 when he throws a rock.
I got 2 successes. Not quite 3,
Wow.
but 2.
With 10 threshold, yeah?
Oh, 10 threshold, then 1.
1.
3 successes for Jack.
1 bonus dice for you, Keith.
Oh, and
4 successes for Jack.
Jack, you heal 1 health damage, 2 pain damage, and you again. And on Thud, do you want to do that again, Jewel? Do you want to assist again?
yes, I would like to assist again. Threshold 10, you said?
Yep.
No successes this time.
Okay.
But, it's worth trying.
Yep. No ones either, I assume.
No ones, nope.
And 6 on Thud.
Thud, you heal 2 health, and 2 pain.
All right.
And I let Thud hold the pain rock. Focus on the rock, not the pain.
You're both conscious. You're both not bleeding. You're both bandaged up. You're both on -1 stamina. You're going to be limping for a while. That is cumulative if you already have a -1 for any reason. Ow. Booby-trapped motorbikes hurt. This is what you've walked away from this experience with.
You know what? That actually, I'll take that as a life lesson because you never know. You honestly never know. That bike was bad news. I knew it.
Yep. Well, I.
Her boyfriend was on. That's why.
Well, I, the player, knew Thud didn't, so I had to do that.
Of course.
Biker boots or no?
Sorry?
Were they wearing biker boots or no?
He was wearing biker boots.
I'd like to take
Why
those.
not? You can have some biker boots. Congratulations, you're wearing biker boots.
Oh, can we go now?
Was he wearing a biker vest?
You already ragged everything that he was wearing. He was not wearing a biker vest.
Okay.
Can we go now where things aren't shooting at me or blowing
Yes, I'd like to go. That other motorbike is out there somewhere. It is looking for us.
It's booby trap, sorry.
Yeah, and it just heard the explosion. My one question here is, why didn't you, who've been a raider with them, mention rigged bikes?
I thought you saw when he turned the switch when he got off the bike. It was fairly obvious, and I saw you looking.
All right, she lied.
I look at her, and
I'm like,
holding my
what
head.
is wrong with you people?
We're gonna get
Seriously.
What's wrong with us? Well, it will be a lot better soon. A slow, long, talk with you, and then we'll be all better. All better.
I'd probably get very upset at this point, and
you think?
I would ask her, or I just flat out try to persuade her to say, or empty out your pack to see if we need to know who you are in your entirety.
No.
All right, make her do it. You only said no once.
So you're going to point your gun at her or something?
You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually not going to point my gun at her. I'm going to kick her as hard as I can. Because that seems more insulting.
I'm going to continue verbally insisting that she does what I say.
What did you say?
Strength and pool -3 for her.
Okay, -3.
Prove she's not with these yahoos.
I think you're rolling 1 dice.
1 dice, all right. 7.
Okay, roll for damage.
10.
Oh no, I take that back.
Again?
10.
I take that back. I'm not going to let you roll for damage. You have a bad luck point. Well, Brandon has accumulated a bad luck point, and I'm therefore going to spend the bad luck point on making you fail utterly.
Okay.
So, hilariously, you attempt to kick her. She's already got up and started walking down the road. You miss, and you fall flat on your face and take 1 pain damage.
You know, if I'd used the weapon, that would have been worse. So I kind of feel like
yes,
I don't know by anything. All right. Is there health damage?
Pain.
Pain. Okay.
She just she's walking. She looks back over. Come on, then. Are we going or what?
I attempt to heal him, looking at her side.
God. You know, White Cross, right? That's what they are?
Yeah.
Faction? Yeah,
yes.
That's the last time. Yeah.
If you've rolled a single success, Pax, that'll do.
I have.
You'll only be able to heal the 1 pain, so...
Okay, so we can't get any more fights between now and the end. We're all kind of banged up.
I don't know if we should follow the lady. I don't think the Lord wants it, man.
Well, is there anywhere else we can turn her in for money?
Or you can kill her and take her money. I've been paying this.
She doesn't have the money on her.
I don't care. She has some money on her.
She's got bullets that are worth money. We've seen those.
She got kidneys.
Okay. Anyway, she is walking off.
Okay. Well,
We're
I'm
back
going
to
to I'm gonna pick up the tailpipe that got blown off the bike, and I'm gonna start using it as a cane and follow
Okay.
as a
Oh
walking stick.
God.
I've got
Okay.
a tailpipe
Look at the
walking
great
stick.
image.
I will limp along afterwards. Once again, considering the life choices that bought me.
She's out walking you.
She's power walking over.
That is the least heroic ending I've seen. Toddling after someone who we tried to protect that walked away faster. That was awesome. I want to cue the music there. The Incredible Hulk music, like walking the road.
You are following.
I
believe that you're all following.
I think this is the ending to a Sam Peckinpah movie I might not have seen.
I'm keeping a good distance between myself and her. I don't like it.
So I'm quite aware of the amount of time we have left, and I do want to get to the end of the session because I'm going to have a lot of fun.
I thought that was it.
That wasn't it. I'm sorry, that wasn't it. There's an entire other sequence.
Well, I thought we ruined it. I'm sorry about that, but let's go. I'm ready.
That was it.
No. You've not ruined anything. It's absolutely fine. The way I construct sessions is always fairly sandboxy, so you do what you like, and I'll adapt to it. So the remaining sort of day and a half of the of the walk really passed fairly uneventfully. There are a few rustles in the bushes and so on, but there's nothing terribly bad. The rain stopped, and it's about a day and a half. You camp down, you travel one more day, and you arrive at the port, the coastal port that you're heading to. So I am actually skipping one or two bits so that I know we finish.
That's fine.
In about 50
That's
minutes.
fine. We get to the port. Sounds good.
You reach the port.
And we're about to get ambushed again.
She's not going to pay us.
Did we heal?
This trip.
Is there any chance that the doc can maybe fix us again? Because I'm in
Yeah,
bad
did
shape.
we heal during this time?
So everyone has healed 3 health damage and up to 8 pain damage.
Woohoo!
Oh, fantastic.
Just through resting and not being in combat for all of that.
I'm full.
So when we weren't actively playing, we did awesome. I like it.
I'm down 2 hit points, so can Pex try and
Awesome.
heal me?
Yeah.
2 points.
Our best activity was the montage walk.
The thing is, the game is awesome, and we suck at it.
No, you cannot be re-healed for injuries. You've been healed once. You just have to wait for it to go away.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Well, I'm down 2 hit points. I'm good.
Anyone who's down stamina can recover 1 of their stamina. So if you're down 2, then you only recover to -1. But
And what about that willpower?
The willpower can also be recovered.
All right, and Zach, you got the bullet that I gave you, right?
Of course.
Awesome.
Okie dokie. So,
I'm gonna load those, by the way.
But before I pass it to you, I wrote
Sure.
Lucy on it because I'm pretty much swinging over to your side.
The winning one.
Okay, so you arrive at the port, and there is indeed an aqua ship that is docked at the port. They are loading, they're loading stuff up.
Dolphins. All right, cool.
No, loading stuff up from the land to take out to the sea. So probably not dolphins. Those are relatively easy to come across, although they are infected because they're a warm-blooded creature.
Oh.
Mammals.
So I wouldn't recommend eating them.
Oh, it loves Jack.
Dolphins.
Be a dear and go deliver.
I agree. The MVP is Thud. Just saying. Okay, so sorry, you're approaching the port. They are loading stuff up, as I said. It's mostly stuff that you can't get easily out on the water. So grains that require space to grow. Lizard meat would be a thing, I suspect. Although they eat fish, but. Maybe even lizard bacon. I wouldn't like to say no.
If you said there was going to be lizard bacon, I would have been a whole lot nicer. That whole pyromaniac nutty bit would have been a little bit subdued.
Oh, that's a lie.
Ammunition, weapons. There are also a number of armed guards that are clearly Aqua citizens. So Aqua dress a little differently,
Snooty.
So they're clearly Aqua citizens. Armed guards. There's someone who's directing the loading and a whole bunch of. But some of them seem to be people who live at this port, and some of them seem to be crew of the ship loading the ship.
We couldn't steal a motorcycle. Can we steal a ship?
There's only one big ship there. You could try if you think you can defeat. I don't know, 50
odd game. I'll be quiet.
You'll have my rock.
Oh, and we'll start that. There you go. That's the.
It'll start the revolution.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe
Spark, but
against the wall.
Keith was in a cut scene in Lord of the Rings. You'll have my bow and my axe and my rock.
That's right. He didn't quite make the real B film.
No.
Well, it's because he
even the
refuses to
cutscenes.
braid his beard.
honestly, I picture this now. What's that? What's that, Rocky? Yeah, I don't trust Lucy either.
What has Lucy done? I'm serious. Like, she responded to being intimidated. I'm lost.
Didn't warn us about an exploding bike.
You gotta trust a woman's intuition, man.
Alright.
bad feeling.
We're supposed to deliver her, so I think that's what we're doing, right, guys?
Yep. That's why I said,
Maybe.
Jack Love, you want to go talk to them?
Sure.
They're gonna attack you.
Are they the ones? Hold on. Are the people we're delivering her to the ones that are supposed to actually pay us?
They are the ones who actually pay you. Yes.
Oh, then I'm
Where are
going
you
with
going?
Jack because I'm the negotiator on money and I want some hazard pay.
Okay.
I've got a special power here that tells me that I'm the negotiator for us.
Is anyone else going to just let those two go and do whatever, or
Where are they going?
They might be
Public
trained.
place,
But
or-
if they do, I want to watch it happen.
You know, you can line us up in your sights while we do it.
Until she's delivered,
Eh,
Thud is sticking with Lucy.
I'll line Lucy up.
okay?
Are they going in a building or is it a public place or?
No, it's open, like it's just out in front of you.
Safe distance. Keep an eye on them, I guess.
Get your rock ready.
And Eliza, what are you doing? Going with or safe distance?
You know, I'm going to follow the example that I saw from the Pyromaniac, and I'm just going to follow along and hop right in the way. Just going to. Why think when you can just react? I'm going to follow them.
Okay.
This is why we negotiate our fees before the mission starts, and then, everybody jumps in at the end.
Yep.
If she'd known, she would not have paid you this amount of money. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't have either.
Caveat emptor, man.
Anyway, you guys approach the person who seems to be directing the loading, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
A few of the guards sort of look at you, sort of have their weapons ready, not pointing, but ready. Yes, what can I do for you? Hello?
We have the package.
Yeah, Oi, love, we've got a delivery for you, a woman, and we're gonna trade her to you for our payment.
What package? What package?
This tramp package.
Tramp package? You speak in riddles.
A woman.
No.
I not understand.
A passenger.
A refugee.
I no.
Okay, I'm looking around to see if we're going to
Who's
get
your
shot.
boss?
I boss.
Lucy says
Thud,
that you have
Turn on Lucy.
Sorry, I didn't hear that, Brandon.
I turn on Lucy.
She's looking a little unsettled.
Disappointed, I'll bet.
She said she had a ride on your ship.
I agreed it. I sent a messenger with the brass. What's going on? Why won't you take me? I was told that all was agreed. I agreed nothing. Nothing.
And I start chuckling a little bit.
What do you people want? I either do something useful or get out.
Okay. Walk away.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually, while I'm walking, I'm gonna look because we're in an open area, but that doesn't mean we're safe. So
it decidedly doesn't mean you're safe because let's face it, there are guys with guns ready with those guns.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Eliza walks away. Lucy's just sort of standing there looking really confused.
I look back at her like, I give her a little kiss, an air kiss, and like, bye. I'm gonna stay about 40 feet away and watch these.
how'd you send payment that you said you didn't get it?
Sorry, wrong person. I sent a messenger that there was a runner who brought the. They don't open the packages. They don't know what's in them.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you know? Wait, Lucy, you have given me such a headache. How do you know they accepted you? Did they send a messenger back?
Yes.
Can I see the note, the message? Give it to the ship captain.
She sidesteps you and gives it to the ship captain. What is this? This is not from me. It's a fake. He sort of thrusts it. He thrusts it back at Jack. I think you're clearly the leader of the group, and Lucy just stands there like.
Well, that's
I
Smack her.
Lucy is going to look around at you guys. Oh wow. Okay. And she literally turns and breaks into a run.
Tackle.
Like literally running back the way that she came.
Full body tackle her.
Moderate fumble. It would. Right. Roll me a strength brawl. Anyone who wants to try and tackle her.
All right, hold on.
So I've got no brawl, so I'll shock stick her with the shotgun instead.
Okay, fair enough.
At this point, I would have gotten my 2 points back, so I'll put them into brawl right now.
3.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, no, I'll save
strength
them because I
plus
might
brawl,
need
right?
my skills.
For
I'll let
the
them brawl.
shock stick, sorry, 1 second. For the shock stick, you've got -4 dice
Oh, okay.
for her defense. And I'm not going to let you do a kill threshold because you are trying to restrain her, not kill her. Okay?
Yeah.
So you'll have the damage threshold and the electrocution, but nothing else.
And I'll leave the big bruisers to do it. I'm gonna save my points on the brawl, and
You should
I
it
got-
might be useful.
I got 3 successes and I burned luck,
Okay,
so that's 5.
5 successes. Roll for damage.
I got 10.
How many did you get over 7?
Over 7, 3.
3. And roll me 1 dice to see if you electrocute her.
High better?
6 or better.
7.
Right, she is electrocuted. So she is trying to dodge out of the way of things. She definitely dodges. Well, I don't know. Maybe she definitely dodges someone. I don't know. Maybe one of the Aqua guys. And then you sort of throw your shock stick, and she falls to the ground. Because that sounds cool. Rule of cool.
Oh wait, that's not who I thought it was. Never mind, I'm not mad at her. No, awesome. Shock stick, I love it.
Okay, she is unconscious on the ground, and the Aqua Captain does not want anything to do with you.
Well,
in fact, his gods are going to make a semicircle and gradually ease you out.
This is when sadism comes in really handy.
We got no beef with them.
Nope, no beef with them. All beef
Okay.
with her.
What is she carrying? We know he has some bullets, right? Loot her now.
So you want to search her backpack?
Hell yes, or just take the
That's just
backpack.
9/10 of the law, baby.
Hey, you're supposed to
So
go.
she has a magazine of 9mm ammo. That is 6 rounds. She has a whole bunch of injection, a couple of weeks worth, plenty for her. And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
She's got literally a couple of brass.
I'm gonna go talk to the boss while they're searching her and beating her down and
Sure.
putting her into the
Now
ground.
you're making assumptions now.
Well, no. I mean, while you guys are basically restraining her and searching her.
Okay,
I'm
I'll
going
let
to go
them
talk to
do
the
their
captain.
thing, and then I'll come back to you in a second.
Sure
Okay.
thing.
Cool. Okay, so you guys, you've got everything from her backpack, which is not a lot.
The backpack.
How do you like
itself-
them apples? I think that if she was valuable to somebody, maybe she's still valuable. so we could tie her up and then carry her around. And then I think in town that would be awesome if people would look at us and respect us.
You want to carry her for 3 days?
Well, I'd throw her in the water now. I mean, it's kind of I'm a toss-up. Is she valuable? I just didn't like her. I didn't even pay attention to what she was
You're
doing.
the one that had information that there was a bounty
I was
on her.
confused. The wrong one. No, I know. I actually would know she was valuable, and I would probably tell you actually that although as much as I hate her and want to kill her, she's probably worth more alive than.
Yeah, she's worth about half what you were going to be paid. What she said you were going to be paid.
Which, but I don't as much as I want to really, because now I have that she's unconscious. She's got nothing that she can possibly do, and I get my vengeance. I'm going to go ahead and cure my inner sadism and say she's worth more money alive than she is.
I will just point out, for the benefit of everyone, there is no one who believed that she was not fooled in some way, right? Mm-hmm. So she genuinely believes she had paid for this.
I know, this is why I want to go talk to the captain.
And now I'm going to switch over to you going and talking to the captain. But yeah.
Okay, so... Oi, love Cap, you and I, can we talk for a bit?
How long of a bit?
Not long. Look, I
Very well.
I know there was a mistake and all, but and if you tell anyone that I did this, I'll deny it. But how about you and I come to an arrangement? Maybe she can work her fee off on the boat. But I think that her going with you, it's going to be best for everyone. And
we like don't take refugees.
Well, she ain't a refugee though.
Population carefully controlled on Aqua.
I understand that. But she ain't a refugee. She can be useful to you. See,
how useful?
Well, see, she used to work for the most powerful man on this island. Or are we on an island right now? Or
it's a continent, really.
Okay, sure.
But
she used to. She's married to. Oh, sorry. She used to work for one of the more powerful men on this continent, and I think she could provide some good information for Aqua.
Aqua has no interest in the affairs of land dwellers.
Well, no, but she knows where more supplies can be gotten. She knows. I mean, look at her. Look at how pudgy she is compared to all the rest of us on the land of us land dwellers. She's been eating well, and this has been her running with us for some time. Her husband, he has all the control of supplies. She can get you some information, and Aqua will never have to worry about supplies again. I mean, she can be useful in that way. Look, I wouldn't be pawning her off on you if I didn't think she could at least contribute. I'm not trying to pawn a refugee. To be honest, part of me just wants to pull a bullet between her eyes and be done with it. She's been a pain up all of our beeps. But, love, you and I, we're business people. And that's the only reason why I'm going this far and showing a little mercy today.
Charisma commercial. Okay,
I'd also like to point out, I don't know that it works specifically in this regard, but I do have a brass tongue, so I get a 25% reduction on all trading on price for me. So I don't know if that's just going to increase my odds in this regard.
It's not going to increase your odds in this.
Fine.
It would increase what you guys would get
That's fine.
for it or whatever. Yeah.
That's fine. I will put both of my points into commercial now.
Okay.
This will give me 11 dice.
So that's one extra dice. It's one extra dice.
One extra dice? Oh, okay. And instead of 2, sure.
Because commercial, you need 2 points to level it up, right?
Okay, sure. 10 dice.
There's nothing written inside her backpack. I like your thinking, but no.
7 successes if the threshold is 7, and I'm going to pop a luck for there to be 9 successes.
Okay. Very well. We will take her.
Okay. I'll go back to the group. Cap says he looked... the captain says he looked through his manifest and there was a mistake. She's supposed to go on the boat with them. Let's just let him go. We did our jobs. And I look at her, and you're going to get us paid, right?
Wow.
I don't. Oh no, she's unconscious. She's not going to say anything. I take that back.
Okay.
She's been shock sticked, hasn't she? So she's unconscious.
Cap says captain over there says that there's some sort of mistake on the manifest. She's supposed to go with them.
And we were supposed to get paid.
That
was what that trip was all over.
True.
This has been crazy the whole time. So therefore, I'm not expecting to get paid, but I really want to. I really feel it would be just world I would be paid right now.
Well, let's wait.
That was so good.
Fortunately, it's not a just world.
Oh, damn it! See, this is ruining all my preconceptions.
Can we wake her up? Jack,
Right.
how bad did you put her?
I just threw my stick at her.
Keith can definitely wake her up.
Okay.
It's not a problem.
I just don't want to.
Well, Keith, you mind waking her up? Find out if we can get paid if she gets on that boat.
Keith.
Fine.
Okay.
Here's the stick again.
I gave her skull of the rock.
I was waiting for that.
No. 3 successes.
Yeah, no, she wakes up.
Okay. I'm going to grab her by her shirt, and I'm going to whisper in her ear, "I just got you on that boat. You better get us paid."
How?
That's your problem. I got you on the boat. I did my job. Captain will take you.
How? The money's gone. The brass is all gone. How?
Well, see,
Kidneys.
there's the problem right there. See, I told the captain you're useful. And if you're not useful in giving them information, giving us money and such like that, then there ain't no room on the boat for you. Did what I could for you, love.
Roll me a willpower persuasion. Anyone who wants to.
Sure. I do have persuasion. Willpower, not charisma.
Correct.
If it's a 7-up, I have 3 successes.
Cool.
I'm at 4 successes, burning the last of my luck.
Cool.
Yeah, I have 1 more luck that I can burn too. So, might as well.
You rely on your luck a
I'll
lot,
have
man. That's going to get you someday.
I'll burn the luck. I'll have
TTT day.
5.
It got you. It put you on the ground when you tried to kick her.
Now we don't have to talk about that. We all agreed.
Anyone else roll that? I've got a. Was it 4 and a 5?
I've got
Is
5.
persuasion plus what?
Persuasion plus willpower.
Willpower.
Okay, gotcha. Willpower 4. Persuasion is can't see on this picture always.
1.
Thank you.
Bottom right.
And 7-up.
Yep.
Okay, that's so far. That is. I got 4, 8, 10, and 7.
Okay. Did you do your bonus dice for the 10?
No, I did not.
Do that.
10.
And another?
And another?
5. I'd really thought we'd keep going. It was awesome. There's like
5
7
total
rolls.
successes. So 5, 5, 4. No one else wants to roll it?
I'm on a 10 plus on luck, so no.
I would like to
come on,
persuade her
press
to
it.
give me that backpack, but I'm not gonna.
Okay, hang
Keith,
on. I'll
you
roll
actually
it.
have
All right,
8
thank you,
dice on
Thud.
this.
I feel much better.
A single 10 that gets nothing else. So 1 there. I rolled on my 10 plus.
This was the best set of rolls we've made.
7.
All this
7
everything happened.
successes.
A blow
Alright,
up.
I'm going to spend 2 bad luck points on Keith to make it 3
Go for the
successes.
backpack.
So Keith, you're too focused on the backpack and turning it inside out to realize
She's gotta be a traitor. She's gotta be.
to realize anything different. She says to you, she looks you right in the eye, Jewel, and she says, "I can't pay you now, but I'll come back and I'll pay you then. Be here in a month."
Yeah.
You all believe her.
Leave the backpack for insurance.
She leaves the backpack. That's not going to be a problem.
Oh my God! Wow. No wonder you get wet cloths.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It serves you right for all using so many luck. I'm not apologizing for that. All of that luck, and all of those rolls.
Yeah,
I still have one luck point left.
I got a backpack, a boots, and a rock. I mean,
well, yeah. To be honest, even if you told me, even if I had made the threshold and that it was a lie, I would have pretended to believe her in this case.
Fair enough.
So, but
I
yeah,
don't know why
I'm good with
she
that.
was terrible.
So I'm gonna.
No, I as much as she's been terrible, and I've been trying to be strong about, be a tough person about it. The character does have a soft spot, so I'm
and again,
Fire.
little mercy.
little RP here because Thud into Jack. This isn't who we want to become, Jack. We want to be the good guys. That's why I joined you. If I wanted to be the bad guys, I could have stayed in the city.
Well, I didn't even really know you.
Eyeballs.
I showed up. I had no loose ties to you. I couldn't figure it out. Now I know. Got a bunch of white knights. I hate it.
We should let her go.
So
she walks towards the ship, looks over her shoulder one more time, nods to Jack and Thud.
And not me.
So
I'm the one that got her on the ship this time.
There's too much bad blood there. There's too much bad blood already.
Should have just shot her.
But she nods in your general direction. So maybe she nodded at you. Who knows?
Yeah.
And she heads on board the ship and goes below deck.
Okay.
And it blows up.
It does not blow up.
Oh, because I was talking the motorcycle wheel. I'm telling you, every time there's a trap now.
All of you are going to have a shift of 1 in the direction of good.
Yeah, I was like, darn it, I just lost my dice thing, but yeah.
And except possibly Eliza, you don't have to if you don't want to, because you were not in favor of letting her go. You didn't fight your team, but you wouldn't have chosen to let her go.
Speaking
I
of
kind of was like balanced, and I'm more neutral than anybody. Really.
Yep.
just one.
Speaking of
Between two
which,
extremes.
did I earn an extra for going out of my way to try and talk her onto the ship?
You did not earn an extra, no.
Because you betrayed me.
As I said, remember, karma is not alignment; it's actually the result of your actions.
Okay, cool.
So what's the result of your
was
actions?
I talked her onto the ship, is what I mean.
Exactly, yeah. So that was the result. And you did, like, from the God view, I know that you saved her life, because if she'd been sent back to Galileo, she would have been killed.
Yeah,
so
which is why
you saved her life.
Yeah, that's exactly why I did what I did. Because in the end, I didn't want to see that happen to her.
So, sorry.
Well, just a question on the karma rule, so I understand it. If you're between the -1 and the +1, you're at neutral, right? You didn't.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So you count as neutral, yes.
So then we fade to black?
Not quite. We fade to black and then fade back again, because what are you guys going to do? Are you going to wait here for a month? Are you going to go away and come back? What are you going to do?
I'm never going to be alive by then.
I'd say we go get another job and come back.
I don't think we can afford to hang out here, despite what we got from her already.
We're trying to make sure we're back here in a month.
Come back.
You're going to try and come back in a month?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're just going to camp?
Right. I'd like everyone, because we're now at the end of the session, I'd like everyone to take 1 dice, roll it, and if you get 6 or more, you survived the month in between.
That's pretty good odds. I'll take it.
I died.
9, no way. I really had a 9. I can't believe
1 die, hang on. Bud's best roll tonight. He rolls a 10.
3.
you're the MVP. They're right about you. What? Now, see, you were such a nice person, did all the right things, and help people out and do all the...
Did Eliza survive?
Yes.
You got 9.
Yeah. So Eliza and Jewel and Thud all survived.
Mm-hmm.
Our evil and neutral on the karma scale survived. The 2 people who were positive on karma die.
Darwin,
That
man.
says a lot, doesn't it? That does actually say a lot.
Yeah.
Right?
About Pex.
Exactly. You've got to do what it
I want to
takes.
be buried with my rock.
No problem.
You are buried with... No, in fact, you're not buried with your rock.
I took it.
Cremation. Hello, Pyromaniac's going to cremate them.
Oh, yeah.
You are definitely going to be cremated. But I think Thud carries your rock as the healing rock.
The holy ashes of Saint Keith, man.
As you're dying, Keith, you bequeath your rock to Thud, and Thud carries the rock from now on.
And I'd like to point out, with their cremated ashes, since it's got like the engraved carving on the rock, I'm going to take their engraved ashes and just kind of, smudge it into the engraving so that the two of them will always be with the rock.
It's a holy rock. It's become a relic.
Nice.
The rock.
Right. Anyway,
we're bringing back goodness to the world. That's why
God knows.
It's become.
God knows what you guys did.
No.
Sorry.
Thud's Wilson. It's become Thud's Wilson. He talks.
Right. He talks to it because he can talk to Keith and Jack. Then does he call it boss?
Yeah. What does he do, boss?
Okay. So presumably Thud's the leader of the group now. Then.
Yes. Because Jack talks to Thud.
He always was.
I think the Rock might lead us now.
Okay. So the three of you managed to make it back to the port after a month, and actually.
You get a bigger share.
Really quite surprisingly, she does return with the money. Like, she is on the boat, she walks off the boat with a big chest of brass and hands it to Thud. And says, as promised, I'm sorry it took so long.
See, boss?
You will make sure the shares get to Jack and Keith, won't you?
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
He puts us in the chest. They're with them right now.
Yep. We got paid.
Yeah.
We're gonna endow an abbey or some
Those
kind
of
of
you that
church
survived
and
got
put the rock there and make it like a relic in honor of the only noble person I ever knew. Sorry, Thud.
And I showed the little bit of the soft spot in my character's heart at the end there. Okay, and then we fade to black again.
And then we fade to black.
Let's do one.
You guys go off and enjoy, for a few months at least, the high life.
Oh, then I'll be dead for sure. Okay.
So before we stop the recording, let's do a quick feedback section. What you liked, what you didn't like, etc. So do we want to start with? We usually start with the GM. So today we're going to start with one of the players. So Zach, why don't we go with you first?
Okay. My first impression of it, I like the fact that I did like the dice mechanic because it was simple. I've never seen the system, and it was quick to pick up, but so you get more of a feel of the setting than you were worrying about picking up the right dice. I thought that we were quick to do things, which made it a fun game to play because a lot of times you'll search around for mechanics and everything else. It moved real nice, and I found the setting interesting enough to want to know more about it. But I don't know why I hated Lucy, but I just did. And I kind of felt for that, but it just had it in me. So yeah, a good time.
Cool. Kevin, what about you?
Oh, again, I had a blast today. Again, I wasn't sure about the instant death mechanic. I like the way you do it. I like that it just fills your pain bar and you still have a chance to survive. It puts some real stakes in the fight. I love how you sandboxed everything. It was great that you watched us crazies go off the planned path, so to speak. And I'm definitely going to go look for your Kickstarter and get this game in front of my home group, which is some of the highest praise I can offer.
You should try the Era Lost Legends. I like that one more, but I'll show you about it.
Oh.
We'll tell you about it later.
That one's not out yet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one. Okay.
We'll tell you about that later. Pex, our resident dwarf. What about you?
I really like the single dice mechanic. It was fun, and then the multipliers, if I needed to, it was fairly simple, especially on the sheet because it's outlined that way. The karma system was interesting. I like how it wasn't an afterthought. It actually came into the game a fair bit, despite me being kind of silly with it. And thank you for the rock, by the way, very much. I appreciated that.
Thanks.
Yeah, I liked it a lot, especially the single dice mechanic. Just made things a lot simpler than most games.
Brandon, what about you?
I had a great time with Lost Legend. I have a great time with this one. Ed, you are a fantastic GM that I always am so happy to see lead a table. And awesome time. And, people die in this kind of game. So I got nixed in the end. I'm good with it. It was a fun ride to there.
You rolled with it, and I think that was really awesome. Professionally, I have to go to conventions like all the time, and I play with a lot of people. You rolled with it really well. I thought it was great. I wasn't intentionally trying to mess with you. I actually want to mess, but I thought you rolled with it real well, so it was fun.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Lala, you should say something first.
I had a lot of fun. The engine is something that I'm familiar with from previous encounter, and certainly the idea of being in a post-apocalyptic survive and not necessarily being a good person. That it's definitely a bit outside my wheelhouse to not be the good person, but I tried to play that nutter that you gave me a bit to that hilt and not be the super the paladin of the group kind of person. So, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. I think that was obvious. I laughed a lot, and yeah. So.
So for what it's worth, you guys didn't particularly go off the beaten path. I actually predicted most of the things that you did, apart from not liking Lucy, and I still don't get why you didn't like her.
Well,
I mean,
what happened? What happened?
You guys started it. I'm just going with that.
Well, you actually asked me for an intimidation roll when I wasn't trying to use intimidation, and then I just rolled with it because
Alice, you told her as a pyromaniac, I hope you're warm at night, after saying you lit your boss on fire while he's sleeping.
That's the way they greet each other.
It wasn't my intention to actually roll and intimidate on that. It was just, But anyways, I rolled with it. I was cool. And then that just, things, and then she slapped me and took my Molotov. What triggered my character was that she stole my Molotov cocktail and slapped me. If she had just walked away at that point, I would have been totally cool with her. But she slapped me and stole my Molotov cocktail, and that's, at that point, basically triggered my character.
I was indifferent until she slapped her, to be fair.
No, that was noble, too.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Yeah, so, it happened. I had fun. It was cool. And
yeah, I mean, a lot of this was propped up by, some really good role playing from you guys. You picked what your character was like, you ran with it, and as you say, maybe you didn't intend to intimidate. I heard an intimidation. Yeah, you ran with it. That's the important thing. You ran with it, and it worked. And I had a lot of fun. Era Survival is one of my favorite games. I've run it a lot. This was kind of a unique session I put together. I wanted to showcase some of the stuff. So the encounters en route, the motorbikes thing was one of them. There was another one that we actually skipped because I didn't have the time to fit that one in, unfortunately, which would have been a lot of fun, but I didn't manage to get it in.
And lizard bacon.
Lizard.
I must say this: the combat felt lethal, which I appreciate.
I read that when I sat down to play. I'm like, all right, this is going to get good.
And I was glad to include Aqua in there, get them in the story, because that's one of the source books that's going to be part of the initial funded goal for the Kickstarters. So Era Survival is actually a relatively mature game. It's been around for about 4.5 years now. And we've done one wave expansions already, but that was 3 years ago. So we've done some sessions and stuff in the meantime, but nothing huge. So it's about time, we expanded a bit more. So it was really, really great to be able to sort of show off some of those aspects of the game. I heard that, Pex, about the lethal combat. I'm glad that you like that. It's definitely something that's very true in this setting. In Lost Legend, there are a lot more sort of get out of jail free clauses within the combat, as there is indeed in Era the Consortium and a couple of others. So, Era Survival, the weapons, if you fire them at someone, you're probably quite likely to kill them. You saw the wolves went down quite quickly. You also saw that they also did a fair amount of damage to you. So, yeah, it's skewed towards lethal combat and not just running in and shooting. And I promise you, if you tried to take the boat, you would have died.
Oh, I'm certain of that.
I thought that was the point in his favor.
Oh, yeah, I would have been disappointed if we didn't die.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Well,
Pirate that ship. All right.
Thank you all for watching Babies with Knives, and stay tuned for more episodes of other stuff. Bye, everyone.
Bye.